Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Faab 5 campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around my virtual table today are Alyssa, Joe, Jeremy, Koines, and Kyle. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yo. It's go time!
Okay. We've got a few scheduling announcements to make for the next month. On Monday, February 20th, we're going to be doing a special one-shot in honor of Kyle Thomas's birthday, where he will be GMing. And what's the name of this adventure again, Kyle?
Pinky's Revenge.
Pinky's Revenge.
Where's the presenter voice? What happened?
Then on
That's
Sunday...
right, Matt.
Then on Sunday, February 26th, I'm going to be guest hosting a one-shot over on the Bard Rock Cafe podcast network, which you can find on their channel. Now, you can keep up to date on all of our schedule and everything we do by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV or on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. And that's it. That's the announcements. Not too much to get through. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Faab 5. And we're back. So when we last left off, the Faab 5 had ventured into what appeared to be the mouth of a creature the elves had named Ambar'belthor, which was deep within the cursed lands known as Seolin Revar in Ilmithica. This belief was further reinforced by Liam sliding quite literally down the throat of the thing, smashing into the dividing wall between two opposing corridors filled with a dark and viscous mucus. Once the team reunited with the drunken master, they debated on which direction to go and ultimately decided to move in the direction they believed would lead them to the creature's lungs. To accomplish this task, the squad worked together to fly over the mucus, covering the ground in that corridor, using a variety of spells and climbing on one another and all that stuff.
Didn't work at all.
No, it really didn't. This unfortunately proved to be disastrous, as the substance quite literally rose up from the ground to attack them once they were flying above it. The battle against the monstrous phlegm proved to be difficult for the party, what with all the acid spraying around and whatnot, but ultimately the 5 were victorious against the sludge and were able to continue on their quest after a little bit of healing. Inside the lungs, the crew was forced to contend with a very tightly spaced and cramped tunnels that seemed to snake off in every direction, slowing their progress quite a bit. The group spent a considerable amount of time exploring these tunnels in the left lung, but other than a strange mutated cell and a swarm of gigantic hookworms, there was little else they were really able to find. And so, Faab 5. With the defeat of the oversized hookworms, you all paused for a moment to take stock of your situation. You are all still inside what you assume to be the left lung of Ambar'belthor, but as of yet, you haven't been able to find an exit or anything that might lead to another chamber. The tunnels around you feel rather claustrophobic, and pretty much all of you are having to crouch down a little bit because it's only a 5x5 tunnel in most of these places, sometimes even narrower, and most of you are like between 5 and 6, 7 feet tall, so it's cramped. But as you all consider what you're wanting to do next, a question comes to each of your minds, and that question is, what's the one physical feature that you're most attracted to? And Blood, since you're the one who rolled, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Glad that was one of mine. I would have to just say it's a pair of beautiful eyes. It's kind of the first thing you really notice about someone, and they can draw you in. And that doesn't even have to be male or female. I am attracted to females, but a male can have beautiful eyes as well. So it's just something they're capturing, they're inspiring. Kind of tells you something about somebody when you look them in the eyes.
So what you're saying is you're looking for those hungry eyes.
Well, maybe. I may have already had a pair back home that I haven't seen in a long time. Who knows?
Who knows?
We got to go there first, don't we?
You never know. Well, Eloise, why don't you go next?
I like someone who's kind. Kindness is nice.
What about physically?
It is the one physical feature that you're most attracted to.
The way they smile or their laugh.
Okay, fair enough.
Their liver.
Their liver, yeah.
They process alcohol. What? Who? No?
Necthros, how about you?
I don't know about all Eloise's blood. I'm just saying I like a nice, sturdy spine. I mean, the thicker the better, especially if it holds a lot of pages.
Oh, God. There it is.
Yeah. That's definitely what Veil would answer.
We love her Drow.
Liam, how about you?
Well, I mean, there are plenty of things to be admired from all sorts of reasons, but, I mean, for instance, one's ability to hold their liquor. But as far as physical features go, a kind smile. I've always been quite a sucker for a nice smile.
Shining scales? No?
Adorable. Okay.
I'm sorry, did you have an extension for your answer there, Blood?
Apollyon, how about you?
Well, as the only one of us that actually likes the physical appearance of other people, I have to go for some nice big bulging veiny muscles. Especially if I see somebody from behind, just see that whole silhouette. Oh yeah. I'm just imagining them lifting something really heavy, if you know what I mean.
Remember TOS, people. TOS.
Absolutely.
Well, in Veil's defense, it didn't. The question wasn't about a person. It was just physical features. And he loves those books.
So he does. Okay, well then, Fab 5. As I said, you're all paused right now in a passage that's barely 5x5 in most places, and kind of tubulars out in all varying directions. Some of them are small enough that you could stick your arm in. Others are wide enough you could get your head and shoulders to look around, and all of them eventually just kind of end at some place, usually a little bit rounded, and it's odd. It's really weird crawling through these tubes and things like that. You can still see the bodies of the hookworms that you all just absolutely decimated a few moments ago. There's about 11 of them in total that crawled their way out.
It's been bothering me ever since we've been inside this thing. Your description of the you're doing a really good job, Matt, but it's been making me think of this one movie from when I was little, or not little, but when I was young. Shit, what was it called? Osmosis Jones, the one where it's like you're inside Bill Murray's body and it's animated. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's dope.
I haven't seen it in forever.
I'm gonna search these.
It's just a rip off of Fantastic Journey.
Never heard of it.
The guy shrinks the ship and goes into a body. Same premise.
Yeah.
I thought that was Magic School Bus.
It was supposed to go into a rabbit, right?
This wasn't a
No,
cartoon,
that was
girl.
Inner Space. The one that you were supposed to
Ew.
go into a rabbit but ended up in Martin Short. That was Inner Space.
Inner Space. All right. Well, back on track with these worms.
Sorry.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, we sure did devastate all
search.
these hookers last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna search the hook worms.
Okay, what do you?
Oh, hook worms.
What
I
are
thought
you-
They were hookers.
Okay, they're really long, tubular, kind of pale looking. I described them before. They don't really have eyes, but they got a big old wide, round mouth with a lot of teeth and big old hooks coming out of them. What are you wanting to investigate on the hookworms?
Paulie, if you
I mean,
thought they were hookers, why were you killing them?
Okay.
They're looking at me
worms
weird.
are asexual.
Hey.
Paulie's surely got his own
Anyway.
things in mind.
Okay, so Veil, what are you trying
Off
to
track
investigate?
I was just gonna see if there's anything useful on them.
I'm not gonna have you roll for that, honestly, because it's like they're worms.
Okay.
They don't carry anything.
You know,
they just kind of burrowed through the
They
stone
got
a little bit
guts.
and attacked you. They got
It-
guts. They got
When
How the fuck they get so big?
as I said, why don't we keep
A
a
lot
few,
of
Eloise?
lot
Why
of,
don't
lot of
you-
eating.
Can we put a few in the bag of holding to, because they might want to study them if they're abnormally large.
We wouldn't need more than one. Just
Well,
take
that's-
the one that's least destroyed, I suppose.
I was gonna say when it bit me before, I kind of froze up. Is there can we look to see if there's a venom sac? Or
Yeah,
some
that's what
kind
I
of a
was.
way for it to inject poison into somebody that immobilizes a creature.
now that absolutely you could do. That would be a survival or a nature check.
How long you reckon this is gonna take? Maybe like an hour to look these more things over?
I don't know about.
I
Why?
got a 6 in nature.
Are you
Blood.
wanting to take a short rest, buddy?
Cough, cough. I could really use 1 hour of not fighting anything. Cough, cough.
Tell you what, while Vale and I are checking out the worms, why don't you take a chill pill, buddy? Okay.
My medicine is 10, my nature is 7.
I got a 9 nature, 7
survival.
survival.
Oh,
Yeah,
survival?
Liam's got good survival.
I think your 9's the best.
Yeah, I got a 10 survival if that's what you guys want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
blood would be helping him, or trying to figure out how to get the stuff out of him.
So it sounds like the three of you are all working together to examine one of these worms and see if you can get some of the poison out of it. Okay.
Yeah, I get-
So yeah, go ahead and roll a survival with advantage. The three of you are working together with this.
Okay.
First roll of the game!
Ooh, nice.
23.
Okay. Examining the creature, you kind of poke around a little bit. You start poking at one of the ones that got bisected near the head, and there's definitely a venom sac in there. You get. I'm sure you have a few vials of empty healing potions that you've held
Blood's
on
got
to.
a poisoner's kit
Yeah.
you could use to
Okay.
extract it too.
So yeah, if the three of you are going to spend like a full hour on this while Apollion's working, that's one thing. How much time are you wanting to spend on
Yeah,
this? Or-
I'll spend
Well-
whatever time as long as he's wanting to rest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
If,
take a
um,
short rest.
If I could break off at some point and roll some hit die, I'm pretty banged up too. Well,
Well, honestly, like the Blood and Liam working together could could do this. So if they're doing that and you're just sitting there resting and kind of like
Yeah.
throwing out helpful instructions every now and again.
Yeah, I don't want to be known as somebody who's a team player, so I guess I'll just sit back a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So you start working on this. Veil sitting to the side, throwing out suggestions. Liam and Blood working together. Apollyon sitting down to rest as well. Eloise, are you participating in any way?
Nah, too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't want to get in the way.
I mean, she's got her bag of colding out, but...
Yeah.
So hold on the hit dice, please.
Oh, sorry.
So Eloise, you absolutely could also take a rest because you did take some damage in this last battle too. You might be able to notice. So while this is going on, you sit down and begin resting while Liam and Blood are working together. Now, about 10 minutes after you start, I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's about right. Let me click that off.
Oof.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a.
Yoinks.
Nice. Good roll.
I'm gonna
18.
use a lucky point.
Yeah, I'm also gonna use a lucky point.
Now keep track of your lucky points, guys, because I know you. Some of you have used them so far.
Oh shit! That worked out for
Yeah,
both.
I just took one off. I have 2 left.
I have 1 left.
Okay. Well, it's
What
a good
is this
thing.
against?
Lucky only resets on long rest.
Yeah.
This is the territory we're in.
Yeah. This is just what's going on in the ambient area. So,
22.
fortunately, pretty much everybody was doing well with this. You all feel that surge that just begin to affect your mind, and the farther down you all are, you notice it's a little bit easier to push past that creeping pain that begins reaching, tentacling up your minds. Eloise, on the other hand, it hits you hard. And you just fall back, and you can't help but cry out in pain as your mind is assaulted. You freeze up, and you are disoriented, you are muddled, and you can't help but clutch your head in pain.
Roll for Alnad as well.
Give me a second.
I'm sorry.
That's only 5 points of psychic damage that you take from this.
Okay.
But you are also disoriented and confused, or not confused, essentially paralyzed for a minute. As for Alnad, he is fine. And actually, looks like Blood and Veil would have gotten a little bit of help with that, but I don't think Eloise would have. Because I keep forgetting about him. Let me see something real quick. I forgot about this, yeah.
The Paladin?
He's your brother, bro. If anybody should know,
I
it's gonna be
envisioned
you.
him as a fighter. I wrote him as a fighter, but doesn't mean things can't change.
His life went on a different course, brah.
Well, dying will do that to you.
Yeah, Nerd
Actually,
does that too.
I'm going to have to retcon this because I forgot about it. Eloise, you
Uh-oh.
did succeed. So you do not take the 5 points of damage, and you are not paralyzed for a minute.
Cool.
But all of you, during that period after 10 minutes, you all felt it. and you're all able to push past it and focus your minds, but it's just that reminder. Like after it happens, Ohm's voice kind of creeps back in your head, reminding you that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is happening every 4 hours.
Wonderful.
But you all sit there and continue to relax. Blood and Liam, in the hour, you were able to get about 5 vials of acid from these creatures. You can just write them down as hookworm.
Acid
or poison. Poison.
I'm getting it down.
Anyone who wants to roll hit dice, now you can.
Hookworm poison.
Yes, hookworm poison.
Does that include me and Blood, or were we working too much?
The two of you are had to work this entire time to get this.
Alright, just double checking.
Now I gotta test that shit out on somebody. Liam, volunteer?
I think we'll have someone to test it on soon enough.
You're proficient in the poisoner's kit, Blood?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say that during the remainder of the time after you harvest these, you can take a moment to kind of examine it if you want to. You can give me you can use your poisoner's kit to do a check.
Oh no.
I have to say it's not. Oh, that's a stack. Yeah, wow, that's bad. 10.
Yeah.
That's a nat one.
You know it's poison. You're not quite sure what it's gonna how it works.
When we're outside of the massive thing to check it out, see what its properties are.
Fair enough. Who has the highest passive perception?
Probably
Blood,
Blood.
22.
Yeah, I think mine's 20.
Yeah, as I say, weird 20 and 22 the highest, unless Alnad's got something better.
Don't think he does. No, his is a 17, so it's not bad, but it's not the highest. Anyway, so Blood and Eloise. As the hour goes by and you're all kind of considering where you want to go from there, you would be able to hear a sort of shuffle, 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 followed by very faint footsteps.
I'm just gonna look at Blood and kind of like.
His ears are gonna do that little radar dish thing you see cats kind of do, and he'll look at you and just be like, "Yeah, you hear it too, huh?" And he'll kind of shush everybody. Can we tell where it's coming from? What direction?
It's not coming from the tunnels behind you that you can clearly see the exit, the stops on. So
then he would just kind of tell people, he'd be like, "There's somebody coming. Footsteps." With some shuffling in between, so maybe not a person, but there's something. And I guess
if you want to, you can make an active perception check to try to determine where they're coming from, where the sounds are coming from.
I believe coming from Blood, that's just
16.
2 clicks.
20.
Yeah, he probably would. If he can tell where it is, he'll start doing that, yeah.
Sounds like it's coming down the tunnels back the way you came.
Oh, from behind us. Yeah, he would. I mean, at this point, they would know that Alnad will know right away. He'd just be like, kind of like a low whistle, and then he's just gonna kind of. I guess. Did you have that map set up for us, or?
Oh, sorry. I thought I moved y'all before I started. My bad.
So I guess this is where we came in, down this way, right?
Yeah.
And he would start kind of directing people, get out of the open, and then he's just gonna kind of prop up here, along one of the edges. I don't want to go right over Veil with his bow out, just trained down the aisle, waiting.
Okay. What are the rest of you all doing?
Be, behind Blood, looking over his shoulder, and making sure, if he needs help, to be blasting away as well. But I'm going to whisper to him, we need to get out of here.
Exactly.
So you all pause, waiting, weapons ready, spells getting ready to prepare, glancing down the tunnel back in the direction you came. You're all trying to be as silent as you possibly can, I imagine. So everybody give me a stealth check.
Yep. Stealthy.
Flip up the hood.
Do I have? Hang on.
Nice.
Veil, you have the boots, so you get advantage.
Oh, nice. Good. Thank you.
And I guess, real quick, if it'd help, Blood would toss up Pass Without a Trace at everybody. Could he do that in that time? Could he throw out Pass Without a Trace?
I mean, it's an action to cast, so if you're doing that instead of holding an action to fire, then yes,
You know what?
could.
Blood, I can do it without expending
Okay.
a spell slot, so let me do it, and then you can still fire.
Yeah, that's fine too.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Alyssa, I noticed when I was puppeting your character that you didn't have the Staff of the Woodlands as a weapon in your attacks, so I added it for you.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was beating the crap out of people with
Yeah,
it.
you were kicking ass with your claws, too. You need to do that more often. Your feral, whatever. Yeah, it was awesome.
Savage.
Primal
Savagery.
primal savagery.
Primal
yeah.
savagery.
Yeah, say it. Let's
I
get
was
a
using
43
that, and I was
stealth
hitting him
that
with
time.
I was hitting him with the staff, and I was using your primal savagery.
Oh, plus 10, then 34.
30.
13.
God.
I got a
get
16.
We gotta buy her. We gotta buy that girl a set of boots.
She used to have them. She's wearing a
I
different
know,
one.
she used to have the boots that Veil's got on.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just always forgot about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. That's what Blood helped me.
So all of you are quiet as you possibly can be, though Eloise's tail keeps tapping the side of the wall every so often in nervousness. Liam, you're standing right behind her, and so you can see the tail just twitch every so often. You're all quiet as can be. Blood and Eloise, you both have the highest passive perceptions, but I feel like this is more of an active perception at this point thing, so anyone who wants to can roll a perception check.
Separate from the one from before?
Yes, this is a brand new one, just because you're
20
paused, you're
24
waiting,
for
your
Blood.
weapons are ready, you're listening.
This is perception based on sound, correct?
Mm-hmm.
As a half lycan, I get advantage on sound-based perception checks.
Nice.
I didn't mean to
Do
roll
you
that
have to
second
be in
one
hybrid
compare it.
form, or is that a passive?
No, that's one of the one things I
Good.
get regardless. So 22.
Vale rolled a 12. Jareth rolled a 15. I didn't
Okay.
even do that second one.
So, everybody who rolled over a 20, you can hear you hear
Rat.
We're being hunted.
you hear and remember, you're in a cavern system in these really narrow tubes, so everything is echoing as it comes down towards you. So it's a little distorted. Those of you who can hear this, unfortunately, it's too low and you can't make out the language or what they're saying. But there's a sniffling sound, a kind of a pad foot on stone every so often, and then a couple whispers, and then a couple more. And then nothing for a moment. And then 2-3 minutes later, yeah. Do you do anything, or do you continue to wait?
So,
I would continue to wait.
because this tunnel we can see is a dead end. Because I don't know, I mean, it's been a week since we've been in here.
If you want to
my
move,
instincts are telling me that there's sniffing and whispering. So
They're hunting
either
for us,
something that can sniff, or they have like a dog-like creature that is sniffing for them, but like they're looking for us because we made noise and they know that.
Yeah. So as they get closer, is there any way I'd be able to try to hear what they're saying if I could, or if I could detect the language?
well, with that 12 that you rolled, no, you can't make out what they're saying at all.
Okay.
24.
The only people who are hearing these sounds are those who rolled over a 20.
Okay.
Now,
Um.
Blood, if you want to try to like convey silently what you're doing, you have the protection of your spell going on, so you're a little more confident of trying to communicate things back and forth. But keep in mind, like if you're actively talking, they are going to be able to hear you.
Yeah, I mean, he would just kind of like say to Veil, he just kind of like, make the motion for he hears he'd point his ears, he'd like talking, and I guess we can't tell exactly where it's coming from yet, though.
It's definitely coming from down the tunnel that you had came from.
So yeah, these are dead ends that are in front of him. So he's gonna silently make his way back to Eloise because he knows that she's got some radar dishes on her head too. And just kind of like check with her and just be like, just kind of motion to her and say something like he goes, and she confirms. He's like, he just kind of like get from her direction. Same thing, I guess he would, check the abomination hybrid half cat. Not full birth, cat from birth, but he would check with him and be like, and by this point, he's probably, every time they probably stop for the night and they go out hunting for something, it's probably usually him and Liam going out. And so Liam kind of became his surrogate, his brother during that time. So they were hunting buddies. So, I mean, he would know. He'd be like, he'd be doing like the little like Navy SEAL hand kind of motions. Be like, can you tell which way it's coming from? And I guess if you want, I could do another check or see if they can hear, like if they understand what language is being spoken. I mean, I could tell you what languages I speak.
Well, I know anybody who does speak this language, so right now, like you can hear whispers, like it's echoing, but you're unable to pick up any of what it's saying. Like even if you spoke the language, chances are you might not be able to fully understand it because it's far away and echoey, and you have really fucking high perceptions, which is why you're able to hear it from this distance. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. It's so back. It sounds like it's back the way from where you came.
And that's the only direction that we can go, right? Everything else is a dead end.
Well,
My hand signal back to Blood would probably be get low, you take the lead, and we'll all start heading that way.
Because
unless we
go ahead.
If we want to, we could try to go through one of those wormholes.
Are they big enough?
I'm just going by the size of the worms, the dead worms on the board. I don't know. Matt,
so
are they big enough?
They're like softball sized, maybe a little bit big, maybe football width. Yeah, the tokens are much bigger than so they're like maybe 3 feet round holes. Could you use that as a basis and burrow? I mean, you got Apollyon.
Good God.
He
could probably do it, but remember what happened when we
You'll be the only one that can go through it.
Yeah, remember what happened when we burned a wall? Do you guys want to drill a hole through its lung?
There is that too, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they did, but
but he just kind of like he'd catch eyes with Liam, and then he'd just kind of make like a walking motion, and he'd like point at this direction because with Liam's little wanderer feet, or is it wanderer feet or what's
Blind sight.
Well, no, the thing where you know the path that you've
It's like-
been on.
Oh yeah.
I have that
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Outlander.
Yeah, and he'd be like, he's like, is this the way out? You know, and if that is, then blood would start creeping along to try and find out where the sounds are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you can let which way Liam would confirm such a thing. Because those down here were dead ends, so I'm assuming, and there's not much space up, so I'm guessing it's got to
Staying
be this
behind
direction.
blood.
Yeah, it definitely, that's the direction that you all came through from.
I'm
So
gonna try to stay in the middle of everyone so everyone's still covered by Pass Without a Trace.
So if you're all moving forward, I'm going to need another stealth check from everybody.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and I'm going to hold on. After I do the stealth check, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
35.
31.
23.
Elnad got a 36.
21. Blackjack.
11.
Better. It's a 1, but it's
Oh
not
my
a
god!
It's not a nat 1.
Okay. Well, you're all able to move probably about 20 or so feet down these tunnels.
Okay.
So feel free.
Veil is going to be casting Minor Illusion 30 feet away, down where the corridor is, and it's just going to make an appearance of like one of the walls, making it look like a dead end to somebody on the other side looking in.
Okay.
And he's going to continually cast that until we come
Like
up to,
in front of you? You're doing this
Yeah,
in
so
front of
about-
you?
Yeah. So if we're going, for instance, if we're going this way, sorry.
Okay, well, go
he's going to be
go ahead and pause right there.
Yep.
So I get where you're going. You're doing this in front of you as you're walking. Now you get to about this point. Everyone, go ahead and give me perception checks again. Eloise, are you staying that far behind everybody else?
12.
No, I'm kind of in the
No,
middle.
she said she
so
was
that-
going to be like sandwiched in the middle between us. 24.
I'm right over Blood's shoulder, so wherever he is, I'm right behind him.
Okay. Well, Blood, you would be the one to hear this. Let me see what Alnad gets. Yeah, he don't get shit.
Beat my stealth roll, you motherfucker.
Yeah, Blood, as Veil's in the lead, casting these illusions in front of him to make it look like a dead-end passage, the farther ahead you get, you hear a sound. You hear voices. It's in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
What languages do you understand? Again?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Orc, Tabaxi, Thieves' Can.
Yeah. So, like, none of them definitely don't even sound any similar to what you, what you know. But you hear voices, and it's enough to pause for the moment. There's two distinct voices you can hear, as well as a sound of like a sniffling sound. But one of the voices seems to have a very commanding tone in its voice. The other one is replying in a quick chatter. Do you do anything in that moment?
And he can hear him. Well, I guess down this. Is that where the direction
yeah, down
we're going, or?
down the tunnel in the direction that you're going. It's definitely coming from over there.
Well, he's gonna kind of. I guess with these walls, I'm guessing they're not smooth like they look. There's like little pockets and kind of like little.
Oh yeah, there's little holes and things everywhere that go off it. Like I don't know if you've ever seen lungs before from the inside, but
Kind of like an anthill.
it looks like an anthill with just little tubes every little which direction, with a little kind of circular chamber at the very back that expands and contracts and things like that. That's what's inside. The rest of the lungs is just spongy meat, essentially.
I mean, he's gonna he's got his hood up, he's hugging the wall, and he's just gonna kind of start inching down the hallway, just kind of looking down, and I guess if that, I would be on the wall, but that's the only spot that's open.
Yeah, and if you're right there and you're glancing down, you can see, because you got hella dark vision, you can spot that there is a creature down at the far end. It's in the space where the path kind of teed off and led to all the different little tunnels, which led to that main tube that eventually went to the esophagus. And like, its back, it seems to be to you, but it's tall. It's almost 8 feet tall, very wide, broad shoulders, long arms, and it seems to be looking back and forth, but its back's to you.
Have we seen one of these creatures before? I mean, I recognize the token from one of the games I played.
So because
I don't know if it's this one or not.
Yeah, it's similar. You're also in the dark, in darkness, looking at it in dark vision. So it's the back's similar.
Okay. He will kind of like turn around to everybody, and he's just gonna kind of give them the signs of like, hey, yeah, there's at least because they can hear the voices too. They just can't make them out, right? They can't hear them.
Actually, for everybody,
some of us could.
Apollyon would be able to kind of make out that there's voices there, but everybody else rolled too low.
All right. Well, then
I heard him before.
He'd point back. He'd be like, he'd give him like a symbol of like, 2, humanoids and then 1 creature. So he's like 3 total, but he can't see the other 2 yet. But he could tell the different types of voices, unless there's just one asshole that's talking to himself and he's changing up the voice, because he's lonely. And then he's just gonna kind of creep up on ahead, and I want to get into this other alcove over here to open up the.
I'm gonna want another stealth check from that.
Smidge. Yeah. $24.
Well, plus pass without a trace, so 34.
34. And so yeah, he's wanting to sneak up and hug this wall here.
You are able to hug that wall and make your way around without being spotted by that thing, at least.
I don't know how to do the little thing where I put it like in between. So he's against the wall, but I don't know how to I can't remember what button.
You hold the Alt button.
Is it Alt?
Nah,
I can't.
Veil, if you're going to be going right behind where blood is, I'm going to need a stealth check from you.
Yep.
And from Jareth.
It's 31, and Jareth. 25.
Would his be an 18, or does he get? Well, I guess he's an owl. If he's fine, wouldn't he?
No, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. He got an advantage. I always have advantage on because I'm usually doing perception with him. Hold on. He's that. 18? Hold on a second. Let me see what else it's for.
Because
I think it's only like.
I'm pretty sure it's only perception.
It's just perception to do with hearing and sight. So he would get an 18.
Yeah. Okay. So as the two of you are moving into that area, and Jareth is trying to fly along with you, you hear a voice, and Veil, it's in a language you recognize, one that you have not heard since leaving the Underdark.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
it's your own language, the Drow language, saying specifically, I saw something move over there. It looked like an owl. What? There's somebody in here. Move back.
Yeah? All right, I was just gonna say, I had a minor illusion up, basically at this pinch point right here, and if it's a 5x5, then it would cover the entire area. But I mean, I'll let you. I mean,
Okay,
that's
well,
fine.
I did kind of forget about that thing, so that would change what they said. What they would actually say when that thing closed up
I
is,
heard it.
"Hey, that thing closed up. We've been looking at that for a while now, and it's been open all this time, but now it's suddenly closed. There's somebody there. Let's get going." Something along that. So either way, like if it suddenly just magically closed up from the illusion spell, they would have seen that because they rolled a 20. So they would have seen something and know
It's
something's
against my.
amiss.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I
get
mean?
what he's saying, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
What-
Does Veil want to talk to them?
I mean, can I see that they're starting to get, like, they sensed something, or did they point in this direction?
I mean, if
When-
it suddenly changed, like his illusion moved forward to the point that it's closed off, they've been actively looking in this area. They would have seen that something was amiss. So they would have said, "Hey, that's changed. Somebody's definitely down here. We need to get back," is basically the point that they're conveying. Like, they're just going to turn and start running back. So if you're going to try to do anything else, and like if you want to stop them or try to talk to them, we can do that. But whatever we're going to do, it's going to be an initiative. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
You should try following them.
Again, you don't have to attack people in turn order. It's just... Now that they know somebody's there and know something is amiss, they're going to react accordingly.
Don't forget to click your token.
Oh, do I kill one of these people?
I definitely did click my token. What the hell?
I got a 25.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. You add your D8 too.
I'm going to move Alnad up a little bit. He isn't that far behind everybody else.
Matt, can you put me in there?
Yes, what did you roll?
20.18.
Why does it keep rolling twice?
For who?
For Jareth.
Here, let me look. It might be a system thing on his sheet.
Yeah, it rolled twice for my D8s as well. I mean, they were both the same number, but I don't know why I did it twice.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, on the sheet. That's weird.
Veil got a 25, by the way. And Jareth got a 6.
Veil, you said you got a what?
25.
Okay.
Jeepers.
Probably the best roll he's ever done.
It's gonna turn out these are like Veil's brothers or something like that.
One can only hope.
Does Veil have siblings?
We
No,
never
he doesn't.
asked.
Not that he knows of, at least.
I'm sure there's probably quite a few.
You're really
And they
old.
would be they'd be
I'm
half
sh-
siblings.
Where did you get a 25? I don't see that on the
He is
roll
half
thing.
It's got to
Well,
roll that
I rolled
7
I rolled in
or the D8.
I'm sorry, who
Go ahead. Sorry.
What's that?
it's my gift of alacrity, which gives lets me
Oh,
roll
okay.
a D8. Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
I
I rolled
forgot
an
about
18
that.
plus 7. That's right.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely remind me when you're doing that. That way I'm not like, what?
Yeah, sorry. I will.
No worries. Not a big deal. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start turn order here. I'm not going to put on music because we're not actively trying to kill each other just yet. But you've seen a pair of Drow. You've at least heard the voice. Blood is up first, however, with his 27.
I mean, he'd kind of like if he'd look over his shoulder at Veil, because I guess these guys kind of look like him, right?
Looking in the darkness, you can see that they're tall, thin, elfin creatures that, like, you can't see the skin color because, black and white, a dark vision, but it's weird to see an elf down here, at the very least. And
Undercommon's got to have at least something to do with Elvish, so he might pick up like a half a suffix or something like that, right?
Not even a little bit.
Well then, I guess, kind of do a quick peek at Veil, and just be like, just ask, do you want to talk to him? He'll just kind of real quiet whisper, talk?
Veil will nod his head yes.
And then I think Blood would just be, he would just, kind of call out, is like, do not move. I will drop you if you move. We just want to talk.
You're yelling that out in common?
Shout that in Elvish.
What?
Oh, in Elvish you're shouting that out.
I think that's how I met Blood, too.
Sort of, yeah. You were drunk, though. You were pretending to be drunk. But yeah, he'll just be like, he goes, he's going to say it Elvish. He goes, we just want to talk, but if you make a move, I'm going to drop you.
Okay, that's what you yelled. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to have, he's got, if they, go for a weapon, he's going to fire, so.
So you're holding an action?
Yes.
Okay, you're holding an action to fire. That's your turn. Veil, you currently have an illusion there. What you doing?
Yep, and I'm passing right through the illusion. And I walk right out in the open and direct my attention, my words to them, and I say, you're going to have to excuse my friends. And I make sure to enunciate that there's more of us. He's not the most polite, and I'm saying this all in Undercommon. May we have a parlay?
Make a persuasion check.
Better if there's an arrow between his eyes. That'd be persuasive.
You might hear
there's an invisible wall.
You know what? I'm going to actually burn another lucky point to make that
wow.
persuasion a little better.
You might hear a small giggle come from Liam when he says Blood's not the nicest or most polite.
21.
Because Liam speaks Undercommon.
Okay. You say that, and you do see that it is two Drow, two males that are standing there. They are, let's see here, what are they wearing? The two Drow that you can see are males with long white hair pulled back. You Veil can definitely tell. You recognize them. They are absolutely Drow. They're both wearing chain shirts. They have a short sword and a hand crossbow. The hand crossbow is in their hands. They are currently holding it. The short sword is at their side. And the two of them, they look and watch you step out from the illusion. And you say these words, and the two of them look at one another. Evidently in surprise. Standing there next to him, you recognize immediately that the other thing that was with them is another Quagoth.
Yep.
Probably the one that was doing the hunting. Now, that's what you said. That was your action. Do you do anything else for your turn?
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I thought talking was a free action, but that's
well,
fine.
The persuasion was the action.
Okay.
You're actively persuading them.
Yes, then there's nothing I really can do with a bonus action that is not, yeah.
Violent.
Okay.
Now, hold on, let me just see this real quick. Okay, never mind. It's an action. Yep.
We're going to kind of move ahead. Apollyon, are you planning on moving or doing anything on your turn? Are you going to kind of attack and fuck this all up, or?
What do you want to do?
I wasn't going to until you made that an option.
I mean, it's always an option, buddy.
It's an option.
It's always an option.
How tall are the ceilings in this tunnel?
In the area you're in right now, it's still that 5x5. It's cramped as fuck.
Okay, so I'm like bent over.
Yes, you're bent over, and you got Eloise and Liam in front of you, and Alnad behind you. You can kind of crawl past them.
I tap on Eloise's shoulder, say, "Excuse me, Miss Eloise, can we move up here? I can't." And like he's trying to like look all around, like around her, and like, "What's going on? Let me move to the front."
Now you can move through your friends. It just costs double the movement. And for you, it's kind of awkward and difficult because you're big and you got big old dragon wings and all that shit.
Yeah, you're pretty much be lifting her up and setting her behind you.
Yeah,
Right,
kind
fuck
of.
it, I'm burrowing.
You're burrowing.
I'm gonna take 5 foot to there and then start burrowing into this wall.
Oh dear God.
Yeah,
I can-
you could do
I have
that.
20 feet of burrowing. And so can I get 5,
Right there.
10?
How about
Can I
there?
pop out in front of Liam?
Yeah, I'll allow
Burrow
it.
through that.
You just kind of
Yeah,
burrowed through the
Or
wall
actually,
to make
I'll
it
go
wider.
Over to here.
With the flesh.
Yeah, I can't do it right now, but this area is a little bit wider now.
Cool. No,
Yeah.
I just like go through the wall and like come out early, and then now I have line of sight down there. I'm like, oh, okay, they're talking to somebody.
Okay, fair enough. So when the Drow's turn comes up, the request for parley, he definitely seems shocked, and he looks at you and he says, "Who are you? You're definitely not from among those that are with us. Who are you and why are you down here? State your purpose."
It's a great question, and I would ask you the same, but you asked first, so the name's Necthros Veil. I'm here on business, and I can't walk towards him. I just say, I mean you no harm, and I use the term, whatever the term for kin, or not brother, but like almost family kin in Drow. I would use that term. So I say to him whatever the term for kin or whatever in Elvish, or I'm sorry, Drow would be, and refer to him that way, almost so he definitely could understand that I mean him no harm. I'm just curious, and I asked him the same question he asked me.
We're being a little freeform with turn order right now, since nobody obviously attacked. They are curious a little bit, and they say, the Drow replies, "We are down here on the business of the Queen."
And Veil's eyes light up. Loth? He questions.
The Drow replies, "Who else?"
And he is like beaming. He looks back at Blood in just a moment. He was not even present. He was back in the libraries in the Underdark for a moment in his life, and his flashbacks to his childhood and the blessing that he's been involved with Loth, his whole upbringing. He wasn't even present. He forgot about the party completely. Looks back and sees them, kind of comes back to reality, and he says, "How could I help?"
You can help by telling us why you're down here. How did you get down here? Where did you come from?
And without giving all the information, he does generalize that he's here to explore, generally exploring. He got here. He explains where the entrance he came in, but he doesn't necessarily say why he's there and or who contracted him for this or who else was out with him. He says I have a small group with me of there's a handful of us, and we're exploring.
The soldier looks at you and he says, "Surface dwellers."
And Veil tightens his eyes closed, kind of in a shameful look, and says, "Unfortunately."
The two of them look to one another, and go ahead and make an insight check, Veil.
Okay. Nine.
It's probably nothing. After that moment, the one looks back at you and he says, "If you truly serve the Queen, then your mission is clear. Lead whatever fools are with you back to the surface. See to it they never come down here again, so that we may complete our great undertaking in the name of she who reigns eternal."
Perhaps there's another option.
The one that seems to be in command says, "What option?"
And Veil proposes, can Liam hear me right now? Am I in earshot of Liam?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, you've been speaking in Undercommon this entire time.
He speaks
He
Undercommon.
speaks Undercommon.
Yeah. Do you know
I
I
knew
speak
that.
it? Yeah, I guess we've
I would
been
know
over that.
Yeah. Yeah, we speak Sylvan together as well.
You guys stay up at night, girl talking,
Pretty
braid each
much.
other's hair.
I'm going to approach. Am I able to move with? I don't know. if
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
turn
For
order
right,
or
for right now, right now they don't seem like they're attacking you, so we're ignoring turn order unless this turns into a battle.
Okay. So Veil's going to talk in hushed tones to make sure Liam or nobody else in the party could hear what he's saying. He says, perhaps the other option would be we use these. You could use the surface walkers as tools to better serve the Queen. I care not of what happens to them, so let us help you. Just tell me what to do. I don't need to go with you. We don't need to go with you. Tell me what needs to be done, and we could separate.
Make a persuasion check.
Shady bastard.
Can
17.
I make a perception since he lowered his voice?
Yes, you can.
Cool. $16. Probably can't hear it.
Yeah, what would
Veil,
it be
make
again?
a stealth check.
Stuff. Okay, now that's not an advantage, correct? Because I have the boots, but I'm not sure what it gives
Yeah,
me.
no, this is you're trying to keep your voice hushed.
Oh, Liam can hear everything with a 6.
What did you roll for persuasion?
17.
17. That's a 16 and a 14. On the insight for the Drow, by the way. Okay. The two look to one another again, and they lean their heads against one another and kind of converse for a moment. They look back at you and they say, "Very well. We can always use more slaves for the pits." We will go ahead and let the others know you're coming. Bring the fodder you have with you to the stomach. We will take them from there, and you may see what it is we are accomplishing down here.
Veil bows his head and takes a step back.
Now, Blood can't understand what they're saying, but he could read body language. Can he get a vibe off this guy while he's talking to Veil?
That's actually a kind of good question, because you have this illusion up. Is it? How does that work? Is it opaque?
We'd be able to see through it. We would be able to see through it, but they wouldn't be able to see
like
what's on the other side of it
terrain,
unless they... Oh, my God.
So like a
because I mean, it's just a minor illusion.
So
one-way mirror.
Yes, I'm gonna pull it up again. It's basically the way I have it set up is it looks to them like a closed off area, but we could see through it. And it unless they were to go up and like inspect it, investigate it, then they'd have to roll a higher than an 18 or higher. I'm sorry,
we
19
know
or
it's
higher.
there, so we know it's real.
I'll allow it. If it's a stretch of the spell, it's very minor of one. So yeah, sure. Blood can see through it, so you'd be able to see that. Yeah, Veil walked up to these men. They kind of whisper to one another for a little bit. He steps back. They seem to be nodding to one another. So yeah.
Yeah. Wish I spoke the language.
That's your fault.
Sucks to suck.
I took everything I was gonna need for the development of my character. I didn't take
it happens.
fucking undercommon.
It happens.
Yeah, Apollyon has no idea what you guys are saying up there. He's like, I think they're talking to each other.
I think they're gonna make out.
But that's what they tell you. The pair look over at the Quagoth and issue an order to come, and they seem to be turning and walking back down the corridor.
And I'm going to be turning and walking back towards the party.
And I think that's a great time to take a break.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks, and when we return, we're going to find out what happens next in the belly of the beast. Stay tuned. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, Necthros Veil went and talked to a pair of Drow, and then the Drow walked away, and Veil is walking back to his party. So, what's going on, everybody?
Blood's gonna slip past him and just kind of like walk up to the edge of the thing, kind of look around the corner, see him as they're walking away.
They're farther past them at this point than where they are.
I mean, if he just kind of turn around and be like, "Make a few friends from down under."
Yeah, old acquaintances, possibly.
I'll bet. Good chat. Looked very riveting.
You understand that we're and them are here for opposite reasons, don't you?
A reason nonetheless.
I mean, I couldn't understand what they were saying. They seemed a little hostile at first, and then things edged off.
Yeah. Well, it appears that they were looking for us because we're getting in their way of us looking for them, starting all this shit down here.
Wait. They said they started all of this?
They got business in this beast, and they're what we're in here looking for.
I think they have something or they're looking for something. I don't think it's them we're looking for. And I think we should go explore, continue exploring. I say we get out of the lungs and we head to the stomach.
I mean, somebody.
You would say that.
I did.
Blood would look past, at 2 and be like, "Is he the first Drow you've ever seen?"
Talking to who?
Pointing. He's looking at 2, pointing at Veil. He's like, "Is he the first Dark Elf you've ever come across?"
Well, it's funny that you bring that up, because as you were all talking, Alnad was kind of slipping around everybody, coming up right there behind. And as you turn and look there, you do see Alnad with a blade in each hand. Well, a blade and a handle in the other. And he's looking at you kind of curiously as well, Veil. And he says, "Nah, I've seen more than a few Drow in my time, and well, I didn't see who it was he was talking to down there. Let's see. I was able to at least hear that there was talking going on. What was it you were saying to them? Drow?" Oh, also, before you reply, Anesthetic is in chat, showering us with bits. Thank you very much, Anesthetic. We love seeing you here in chat. She's giving her inspiration to Blood today.
It's my girl. Yeah, it's my girl.
Hi, Nat.
It's my girl.
Hello.
Now go ahead, Vale.
She knows.
So, Veil looks at 2, and he sees the blades in hand and the curious look on his face, and he says, "They're gone. You might want to put those away, because curiosity has killed the cat before." And he says, "As to what we were talking about, maybe if you ask a little nicer, I'll oblige, but demanding an answer from me is not going to get far."
What kind of roll do you think? Are you trying to make an intimidation check? That's what it's sounding like.
Sure. That's a 12.
Alnad does not look impressed in
That'd
the
be like an
least.
insight to go against that.
Yeah. Yeah, give me a shot.
So I think if he's directing that at his
He's
brother.
a plus 12 anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna
No matter
say
what.
you're directing that at his brother. He's like, "No,
Oh,
Veil,
your
he didn't-"
insight. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was giving
I mean,
you
Alnad
insight.
could do it too, but he's like,
Oh, he did. You just don't see it. But he does not look impressed in any way, shape, or form. He rolled a 14. He has an eyebrow raised, and he says, "Pretty pleased with sugar on top."
That's what I wanted to hear, Vale says. And he goes on to explain that the Drow are simply looking for something or have some sort of mission, and we might be able to beat them to it.
Vale, who is Wolf? I heard
And,
that
Wolf-
name, but I've never heard
Oh,
it before.
"No, we've heard it."
So, with
I haven't.
that, as soon as you say the word Loth, Vale bows his head and makes some sort of gesture of servitude, and he looks up and looks right at Liam and says, you speak Undercommon, and you don't know who the true god of everyone is, the queen, the Spider Queen, and I reference I multiple times. I think there was one time I received something from someone in chat, like an inspiration or some sort of healing or something, and Veil, blessed, thanked Loth for the blessing and stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's kind
He's
of
also
refreshing
literally holding a staff with a spider motif
the
on the
spider on
top.
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what it was too.
Ignorance
yeah,
is bliss, guys.
And he's just basically refreshing Liam's memory of who Loth is. And then
Right.
I secretly hand him a pamphlet and try to convert him.
Right. I'll look at this later as I put it in my pack. What if I told you I were her messenger? And she said not to go to the stomach.
And
Well,
Vale just laughs, a disgusting, sickening laugh, because he rarely does, and says, "You, Loth's messenger." And he shouts over to Apollyon, "Hey, you ready to go to the stomach, Apollyon?"
Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, Paulie, you might want to turn that trident thing on, because all his buddies are gonna be down there waiting for us once we get there.
All right, I love a fight.
Speaking of, somebody roll me a d20. It's been a little while.
Let's say I've done it.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
will also electrify my trident, though.
Well, while you're figuring out a way to kill us.
Does anything happen with the 14, or can I?
Yeah, nothing happened. You can continue.
All right. So I say to the stomach, ladies and gentlemen, and I start to walk.
As he walks past, Blood's just gonna kind of put the bow across his chest and be like, "Threaten my brother again, and you'll be in the bag, not carrying it."
And Vale smugly continues to walk.
Vale, what's gonna happen to the rest of us once we get to the stomach?
Well, we're gonna see what this mission's all about.
And shut it down, right?
Indeed.
Insight check.
Yeah, I got an insight.
Okay.
Some sort of bullshit going on.
Go ahead and roll insight check, Vale. On your character sheet, there's a little toggle that says 2GM. You can roll either a deception or a persuasion, but just do it to me.
Okay, 2GM. Where's the toggle?
It's on the upper side.
I see it. All right, so I'm just gonna throw an acrobatics just real quick to make sure it goes to you.
How can I have a cocked digital
That
die?
did not go to me.
That makes no sense.
Right? Yeah, it's happened to us a couple times.
How is that possible?
It's cacked.
It's cacked.
It's magic.
So I have 2GM. Clicked. Try again.
And go straight to
Can-
us.
Yeah, is everybody seeing it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Let me click
We're all the
2GM. Let me make a strength. You can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
Huh.
I clicked-
Is that?
Why the hell does that not work?
Yeah,
when it
2GM
works,
in public doesn't make a difference.
Hang on.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to roll a d20 on here.
Yes, and that went through too.
You're going to add 9 to it, and then I will send you a message in Messenger.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yep.
So that's an 11.
Yeah, nobody's
for a
buying it.
I was hoping for a higher roll.
Is that you keep staying with that roll?
Yeah, because I don't want to burn my last luck point.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, I have to go bring my daughter something real quick upstairs. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, none of you seem to really be buying it right now.
I don't want to discuss anything until he gets back, but
Well, basically, the word that his quote-unquote friends used when referring to us was fodder. Is the closest word I can think.
I mean, Blood would go to T. Goes, is Veil the first Drow you've ever met, or have you come across more?
I've come across plenty in my time.
Have you ever seen any in this area? While you guys have this thing locked down, right? You got people on the perimeter. All this area. Have you seen Drow sneaking in here? Now they could have tunneled in, I suppose.
Absolutely not. I'm not sure how much you are aware of what's going on in Mythica, but the elves and the Drow are at war with one another.
Oh, he gets dirty looks. He gets dirty
years.
looks absolutely everywhere we go. It's not just elves that don't like them. It seems quite often even the dwarves. Oh my God, we were in Morag. I figured we were going to get arrested just from the looks they were giving him.
Indeed, the Drow have been at war with the surface, the races closest to the surface for a very long time, including the dwarves. But the elves of Mythica have been in a cold war with them for over 1,000 years. It's brutal between the two. Their side sneaking up doing god awful things. Our spies being sent down to try to keep that from boiling over as much as we can to the populace. But the elves, the Drow being down here, it can only mean one thing. They're looking for something to use against us. And that's why your brothers are down here, isn't it? Of course, I don't think Veil's back yet.
No. Veil, come back!
I don't think they... well, I mean, obviously they didn't say anything to him, but...
Yeah.
Does he know? Has he known this whole time?
Well,
Has he been a sleeper agent, Matt? Have you been planning this, just like you did with 2?
I mean, what are you talking about?
Look at
I'm
that fucking
innocent.
smile. Look at that smile. Yeah, you know. I'm like, I don't look at the camera.
Matt gave Jeremy an option. He placed 2 pills in front of him. Jeremy took which pill he chose to take.
Hey, Apollyon, would you eat both pills?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I've always told you.
Seen those memes?
See, I've always told you guys. You choose the story. You write the story. I just present you with the options. It's a choose-your-own-adventure here, my friends.
Alright, I'm back.
I couldn't get the paper to really register at the camera earlier, but I wrote, he loves us. He's not going to betray us. Are ya?
So, while you were gone, Blood was asking Alnad about what's going on with the Drow, and Alnad confirmed that the elves and the Drow have been in a cold war with each other for thousands of years. Both sides hate each other quite a bit and are always sniping at each other and sending spies at each other, trying to disrupt their communities, and it's just been one giant mess. So then Alnad points out that if the Drow are down here, they're probably down here looking for something to use against the elves. And then he yells out to you, Veil, isn't that what your brothers are out down here doing?
Veil replies, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that sounds feasible.
Yeah. We do not trust this at all.
As much as I don't trust them, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He could have sold us out probably on more than one occasion to save himself, but he hasn't yet. But my threat does still stand there, Veil. You cause ill to him, I cause ill to you. I don't want to see that happen, because I actually have grown fond of you. I'd like to think of you as a friend.
And Veil
Just
just
be
cuts him off. And enough with this talk to the stomach.
Vale, I need to ask you straight up. If it comes to
I'm
a
walking
fight
from you.
between us... What?
He's walking. He said.
I'm walking, so if you want to talk, are you walking with me?
I'm keeping within earshot.
Bless you.
Sorry.
I guess if he's gone ahead, Blood's
Vale,
gonna
if it
kill it.
comes to a fight between the two of us, whose side are you gonna be on?
And Vale smiles. The side I've always been on. It
His
just
side.
turns.
I'm gonna look over at Blood. You think his friends have little holes too? I've never seen those little things. Is that common amongst the Drow? They got more. Are they all zombie keepers?
Well, wait, are you talking about the thing that was with him?
Well, his portable hole thingy.
Oh, I mean, I
Do
don't
they all
know.
have a portable hole and like a bunch of
he's-
zombies with them?
He's the first one I've ever met.
And as I'm walking, I'm actually... Liam brings up a good point that I heard. He's going to pull the zombies out. At least half of them. Because we are out of the lungs now where it's not all congested. No pun intended.
Yeah, you guys are all probably making your way up the windpipe at this point. It only took you about 15-20 minutes or so to walk that back to the point where the tee off is. So during that time you all could have been talking about that, yeah. But
I guess we're going with Vale, and we'll see in the moment what he does. Freaking wild card, you! Damn it!
That was actually my first D&D character's name.
Wild card.
card.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever played D&D. He was a raging alcoholic.
I mean, aren't most D&D characters?
I guess
Not
once
Veil and Blood.
once he's kind of out of shot, Blood's just gonna kind of look at Alan there, and he's gonna hold up that sending stone. He's like, "Should I let them know the Drow are here?"
Without question.
Yeah, and he'll kind of give, a brief summary to, I guess, then to Owen, say, Drow in the stomach, planning something, attempting to ambush us. Just something like I give him this brief thing, but he's letting them know that, hey, the Drow are here.
Alright, so would Apollyon have heard Blood's message? You say it out loud, right, when you send this spell?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can I do like a history check or something to see if I know what Drow are?
Sure, go for it. Make a history
Well, I
check.
mean, he knows what Veil is.
Yeah, but
I'm
I mean,
not
like,
gonna-
knows anything else about the Drow? Like, are the Drow bad guys? Or
Maybe did you meet them on the mountain kind of thing, maybe?
a 7. Never heard of them.
Veil's a Drow. You've heard of that.
Yeah, okay. I
Um,
thought so.
So wait, Veil or Blood just sent that in the sending stone about an ambush. How would where did you get that from?
Oh, Liam's
Because
been
he called
filling them in.
He told us
On-
that you guys that they called us fodder.
Yeah, I guess you stepped away a little bit, but Liam's kind of been filling them in on the conversation that you guys had.
He just said potential ambush. He didn't say it absolutely was. But,
Okay.
But yeah, he said that guy called us fodder.
I know they're waiting for you to bring us to the stomach. That's what I know. I mean, it doesn't sound good.
Seems like we'll be at a tactical disadvantage.
Right, well, it's not like our hands are going to be tied behind our backs or anything. I mean, no more disadvantage than we usually have going into a fight not knowing a damn thing.
Wait, so it's not a kinky sex party in the stomach that these drow are having?
No,
Well, we
I
don't
said
know.
hands are not tied.
Well,
Alright, alright.
maybe they are, but I don't think they want us involved, especially you. You might be too intimidating.
Well, if they're
Too
enemies, just put them
masculine.
in front of my trident.
Well, I was thinking maybe you could get the surprise this time if you did your little digging trick before we get to the stomach itself.
Well, we don't even know where the stomach really is.
No, not yet.
We'll have to maybe follow these
I'm
guys.
assuming Veil. Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
assuming
the
Veil's,
map
out
ends
of-
over there. We can't really go
Yeah.
that much further.
Yeah, maybe they
Oh
left
yeah,
first.
these walls are soft as anything.
But yeah, we're going with Veil to the stomach. That's the current plan, because we're gonna have to meet up with these guys one way or the other, no matter what they think we're there for.
Oh yeah, and that's what you're doing. You continue to make your way down the wind tunnel back to the esophagus, where it does tee off, and goes, back at an angle up towards the mouth, and then there's the other tunnel. Now, process of elimination, if there's only those ways to go, probably you head down the other tunnel. Can I get, I really can't do a marching order because I didn't make the map that way. Yeah, just go ahead and give me a marching order here in this, and kind of tell me what you're doing as you're all making your way towards the stomach.
Well, I believe Veil was in the front with his zombies. I was following behind him.
Yeah, I'll be.
Now, is this going to be steep like the windpipe was?
It's actually not there's a bit of a median degrade going down, but it's not anything that you actually have to roll for. This area,
So then, yeah.
and also this area as you're walking has gotten progressively harder underfoot. You're not dealing with the same sort of difficult terrain that you were dealing with in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Blood will be kind of like keeping pace with Liam, keeping his eyes ahead, looking for anything, for their footsteps, I guess, if he can, or if they left any traps or anything behind. He's watching. He's also gonna check for holes in the fucking walls, make sure shit doesn't come after us.
I assume Pass Without a Trace has ended.
I think it goes for an hour.
It lasts for an hour, but if it
But
does,
depend-
I'll just cast it again.
Yeah.
And it's not quite by the time you get down to the stomach, you're probably going to want to recast it right before then, because it'll be getting close to that hour mark. But
Okay.
in the meantime, the one thing I do want you to do is go ahead and roll me another d20.
I got it this time.
You brought the worms on us, man.
Oh. I brought nothing on us. That wasn't my roll. Nothing happened when I rolled last time.
I
Well-
thought the worms was yours. Or was that
No.
Apollyon? That might have been Apollyon.
Hey, as long as you can
Remember.
place blame on somebody beside yourself, right?
No, hey, the one I killed the thing that I rolled and brought out.
It was one thing.
I know, and that's what I was gonna say. There wasn't a shitload of them.
Well, this week it's 16 to 20.
Well, maybe this will only
they
be
have to
4 of
roll.
them then.
Well, so you all keep walking down the tunnel, making your way towards the stomach. Veil in the lead in front of everybody else. Alnad keeping towards the back with Blood. Both of them weapons ready, that sort of thing. And-
Stop it! Put your token right under where I move on.
I don't know what you're
I'll
talking
kind of
about.
move up into the middle here.
Yeah.
I'll let Eloise and
I guess.
handle
Yeah. I
the
guess
rear.
Blood can drop back a little bit because he's got that dark vision, so he can see shit that's going ahead.
Make up your mind.
Oh, I'm gonna try to stay towards the middle so that as many people can
Yeah.
be covered by the spell as possible.
I guess my flail is off right now because we're gonna be stealthy here soon.
So
What's the range of Pass Without a Trace?
30. So 30 feet around her.
So, like, are you keeping Veil in it as well? Is everybody, like, kind of slowing to let him get ahead?
Well, I'm going to
Aw.
stick with Pass Without a Trace as well.
I would follow Blood's lead and
Yeah.
Liam. They seem to know what's going on, so I'm just hanging back.
Anesthetic showering us with more bits. Love you, Anesthetic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, you all continue down. And after about another 20 or so minutes, all of you can see that the tunnel seems to be widening a bit. You can tell that there's coming up on what appears to be something of a chamber ahead.
As it starts to widen, I'm gonna hug the wall and try and get a glimpse of a possible ambush ahead. See if anybody's trying to hide.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and give me stealth checks first.
Okay.
Because we didn't do that yet.
37.
Ooh, 38.
31.
Oh.
17.
13 again.
You want me to do
Classic.
You want me to do all the
30
zombies?
30 for Alnad. Can the zombies actively be stealthy? That's an interesting conundrum. Sure, why not?
Well, if they're
Let's say maybe
okay,
do
so-
3, do 1 for each row.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you want me to do like all of them, or do you want me to just do one for all, like one roll for all of them?
I
Or do
mean,
you want me to do
honestly,
one
I kind of
for-
assumed Vale would be parading the zombies out in like a throne type thing. These are his people. This is his thing. I mean, are you being stealthy?
Yeah. Okay. So let me just clarify, at least from what I gather, not all Drow are necromancers. I mean, me personally, I went down that route, but and they are in the Pass Without a Trace. What do you call it? In Pass
Radius.
Without a Trace. So that's
In the radius, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you want me to do one roll for all of them or each individual roll for all of them.
Do each individual. What the hell?
All right. So we got
17, 28, 12, 19, 26, 15.
Okay.
2 of them are slick as fuck.
Yeah. 2 of them somehow managed to keep the moaning down to a minimum.
That's how
Instead-
you earn that captain's badge.
Okay. You can see that the tunnel widens up ahead. Let's say it's about 20 feet ahead of you. And so you all stop and wait a moment because you I assume you're not just walking out into the middle of the tunnel. What are you doing?
I want to make a perception check. Look ahead a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Did Eloise want to recast Pass Without a Trace?
23.
Oh, that's what she did.
Yeah, I said
So
that's
you're
what I was
28,
doing.
12, and
Before we went to the stomach. Okay.
Okay, how far is your dark vision, Liam?
60 feet.
Okay.
I mean,
So
let's check
Jet?
it too.
Well,
23. 23 for him too.
So for Liam, you can see that it widens out a bit. From where you are, you're like 20 feet back from there, so you can see 40 feet ahead of the chamber. And it does widen quite a bit, both going to the side and upward. Of that same stonish but not stone material that you've been seeing this entire time. Anesthetic just threw us a ton more bits. Thank you so much, Anesthetic. We very much appreciate it. Definitely helps us out here on the network. Blood, you have quite a bit more range of dark vision. Like, isn't it 3-something?
320 with that
320. Yeah. So, like, you're kind of hugging the wall as well, and you glance past Liam, and you're looking down that way, and you can see that it's still that steady decline a little bit. It's at a downward slope, but you can see past the ground in places where it dips down, and you can see little wisps of something in an occasional bubble that makes you think that there's some type of liquids or something down at past that dropping point. Obviously, you're seeing through your dark vision, so you can only see in shades of gray. You can't really see colors. There are several alcoves that you can see. There's, in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and show you on the next map. Now, you guys are all supposed to be a little farther back than you currently are, but I didn't make this map that big. But this can still give you at least a little bit of a view of what you're seeing here. There are places where there are big folds and ripples. The cavern is kind of bulbous and moves about a little bit in these big open chambers, and you can see there's quite a bit of this liquid in various places. You can also see places where it's just purely dark, as though your dark vision can't go past a certain point. It's just utter darkness past there. In quite a few places.
As I say, we've had people cast darkness on us before. Can he do like a check to see if he can tell like why that's extra dark?
You can make an Arcana check.
I don't know if Veil's ever done it before, because I know he probably.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I get it once per day. Can I do an Arcana check?
16.
Yeah, if you like. You've got pretty wide range dark vision as well. You got like 90, I think, don't you? So you'd be able to see these places.
It's double.
Yeah, it's 120
24
with the goggles.
Yeah. 24 Arcana.
Okay. Then, yeah, it's not hard to extrapolate that these areas are magical darkness. And the only reason you can actually see them is because your dark vision is stupid. Actually, I think... Let me see here. Blood. Yeah, actually, you can see quite a bit farther than this. So let me give you some more information that you can see with your 300 and stupid freaking... Why did I give you that bow? I don't even know. But here's what else you can see. There's actual constructs in the middle of this place, in various places. You can see what appears to be a crane, made of some type of material that looks sort of but not quite wood, but it's hard to make out the particular details because they are pretty far away, but still you can see an actual crane above a section of some of that liquid. There's places where there's like boards and beams and digging tools, and there's like another one of those balance weight type things that's used to move boxes and crates over farther distances. There's one of those. Like you've seen things like this before. There's a fucking digging operation going on in this area that you can see with that really far dark vision.
he'll start relaying that to them. He's like, they are harvesting something out of the stomach. It might be that whatever that liquid stuff is down there, but they're taking something.
I'm gonna put the zombies back in the hole for now.
I mean, he goes, we're in the stomach, right? I mean, I've cut open creatures, and they've always had some kind of
Hydrochloric acid.
fluid in their stomachs. Could it be like, is that what this might be? That this is just remnants from this creature?
I mean, if this is the beast of all beasts, then it's got the stomach acid of all stomach acid.
So with that, Veil says, Apollyon, how about a lift over this stomach acid?
I don't want to get anywhere near that stuff.
That's why he said over, buddy. But I also think that those pockets of that magical darkness that he can do, I'm guessing those are probably your brethren hiding out, waiting.
Yeah, don't move too far ahead on the map. You guys are actually supposed to be farther back than where you are.
20 to, we're at least 20 feet back is where we were, so they'd be back further.
Unless you're planning on walking out into that area.
Does Blood know that it's magical darkness?
Yeah,
with his 16?
we've come across people who put us in darkness before.
Yeah, with his 16, he can recognize that.
Was it the sorceress that was working for Grovajar that I think she could do it? So yeah, we've been put in it before.
Grood did it to you also.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, with all those in that cave with Preslor, right?
Oh yeah, and he was making little like 5-foot squares of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those dark monks had that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
So I think some of your brethren are down there waiting for us.
No, so let's go see.
Why don't you go introduce yourself first?
So Veil's gonna start walking up.
Okay.
I'm going to stop.
So you're just walking ahead of everybody else? What's everybody else doing? Are you all just waiting in the tunnel?
I mean,
you're gonna leave Veil alone?
Hold on. Blood's gonna go. He's gonna kind of be creeping along the walls, just kind of watching.
I can catch arrows. I'll go with him. I don't like this. I don't like this.
What's Apollyon and Eloise doing?
I'm waiting to see how this plays out.
Okay, so it's Veil and Liam walking the two of them out in the open while the rest of you are staying back in the tunnel to watch. Veil, you're able to walk out about 15 or so feet with Liam right there behind. And from the darkness in the distance, you hear a voice calling out in Undercommon, which we've already established that both of you can speak. Hold there! Identify yourselves!
And with a bow, Veil says, Necthros Veil, at your service.
Liam O'Shea, messenger of Wolf.
Oh my god. Wow.
Well, Anesthetic just redeemed advantage for Liam. So, Liam, go ahead and make a deception check at advantage.
Awesome.
Ah, yes.
22, sir.
You watch as a drow appears. About... how far away from you?
We should have given him a book on Lolth.
About 40 feet away from you.
I did. I gave him a pamphlet.
On the other side of one of these lakes of some type of liquid, the individual who appears is a drow like the others. This one, however, he is wearing thin leather armor, studded with dark black pinions. He has a shield on his back. He has a short sword at his side and a hand crossbow in his hand, just kind of lazily sitting there. He smiles and he says, Necthros Veil and a messenger.
And I bow.
I
We
also
heard-
nod.
Welcome, please do come in. And all those with you as well, step forward.
I'm going to step forward a little more.
He says, this time in common. And the others as well, don't be shy. Please come out.
And I gesture with my hand behind my back to move forward to the rest of the party.
Alright. Come out.
I ain't moving.
You staying where you are?
For now.
Okay.
Plug will head he'll kind of stick in the little cove.
Is Alnad staying with me, or is he stepping forward too?
If I could click on Alnad. There we go. He's moved. He actually has not moved forward either. He has his hood up and is very much blending into the background right now. Anesthetic just redeemed another advantage, this time for blood, since she's your fangirl.
Oh, I thought she already did that for me.
No, you got the day's inspiration.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
This is just advantage on the next thing you do.
Gotcha.
So Vale calls over to the Drow and says, "What's the best way around this?" And he gestures to the liquid stuff.
He kind of just chuckles a little bit and he says, "As a messenger of Loth, shouldn't Loth guide your way?"
Aye, and she did. Right down to this exact spot. She told me to come right here and deliver a message to whoever happened to be here.
And with that, I talk to I say to the Drow, "He's a messenger in training. I'm trying to convert him. I handed him a pamphlet."
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, sir.
Just undermined Liam's 22 deception.
28.
This is the first time that you've actually seen the Drow look kind of confused and taken aback. Like, is this all of them then?
It is not. And I turn back to the group and say, "Let's go. What are we waiting for?" And I walk another step forward.
Is anybody else?
Vale, this doesn't feel right.
Oh, it feels so right. And I turn to Eloise and say, "Trust me." With a smile.
Since when do you smile?
Occasionally. Sometimes.
You're freaking me out.
So now that I'm standing next to this liquid, is it what we've been assuming it was? Is it stomach acid?
It definitely looks that way. You can smell that caustic, almost astringent smell coming from it. It smells like bile and sulfur, and dear God, it's like it almost burns the nostrils a little bit.
All right. How does this jumping work? I could run and jump, right?
So here's
Like,
how jumping works. Yeah. Okay.
Levitate.
So, basically your strength determines how far you can jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
Okay, so if my strength score is 8, with a running 10-foot long jump, I can only jump 8 feet?
Yes.
So that looks like I'd be able to make this jump here then. That'd be about 8 feet, right?
That's about 10, it looks like.
I'm just going
Is it
by
8?
it's
It
a
might
half.
be.
So
You
you would
figure
have
half
to,
distance.
you would actually have to jump. You see this little spot right there? You would have to jump onto that and jump onto that. It would just be a simple, it honestly would just be a simple athletics or acrobatics check to do that.
Yeesh.
Yeah, the rules assumes that the height of the jump doesn't matter. Such a jump across like a stream or a chasm, you have to succeed on like a strength or a dexterity jump to make it across. But
Or you could just cast fly on you and me.
But the
I don't
DC is
have
also
fly.
not that big.
All right, I'm gonna attempt that jump with I'm assuming acrobatics because it's not gonna be strength for me. Oh shit! I'm going to use
lucky
the
point.
inspiration that I never used. Actually, hold on.
Or your last lucky
Inspiration,
point.
yeah, inspiration or luck. Are they both basically the same thing?
Yes.
Can one do more than
Basically,
the
yeah.
other?
Not really.
No, you just yeah.
It's just a
All
free
right, so-
reroll.
And inspiration doesn't stack, correct? Because I still have the inspiration from
Inspiration
the
does
heist.
not stack. No.
Yeah, I saw the inspiration from the heist.
The
And then you
heist
gave
was
me another
specifically for the heist.
Okay.
Yeah, the heist was specifically for the heist. If you didn't use it, you lost it.
I used mine to
Alright,
sing
well,
better.
It turned into a coin because I remember you saying it was a coin. So maybe I'll just have that as a keepsake. And you did give me inspiration last week, I believe.
It was either
something
last
to-
week or the week beforehand. I do remember
Yeah,
giving you
so-
inspiration for something.
Something with like I don't know if you asked me if I slept when I was in Brooklyn, and I said no sleep till Brooklyn. I don't know if it was that one.
Yeah,
or
probably.
a different. Okay, so I'm going to use my inspiration. That was a long way of saying I'm going to use inspiration.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing us on that journey with you,
We
buddy.
got there.
22.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
worth it.
when you use your inspiration. With the 22, you're easily able to jump to the step and over to the next, and make it to that that little ledge right there. And you do notice as you're getting down there that there is one of those dark spots a little ways away from where you currently are.
Okay. I'm just going to move to make room for somebody else, like Liam.
Where's the dark spot? Down.
Down in this direction.
I don't see where you're clicking on the map.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Down there.
My liege, I'm a bit confused. I came all this way and you didn't even ask me what my message is for you.
I suppose I did not, he says in Undercommon this time. And what is this message of Loth?
I'll respond in Undercommon. She says you did a good job. It's time to pack up and head on out of here. Congratulations, you succeeded.
I guess another deception check.
Sure, why not? It's. I'm not intending for this to last much longer.
Oh shit!
24.
The Drow cocks an eyebrow at you, and he says, "Oh, really? That's very, very interesting. Please come forward and receive your reward from delivering this message, and bring your
I'm
friends
not sure
as
if that's
well."
exactly fair. You see, my friends came out of hiding, but your friends have not yet.
Veil interjects and says, "Liam, let's continue." And I yell back towards the rest of the group and say, "We came here for a reason. Let's go to the stomach and push forward." And
What happens
Veil's
after we get there, Veil?
We will soon find out, hopefully.
Liam's not moving.
Alright, well, I guess I'll continue to walk.
Well, as Liam's standing there, I guess Apollyon and Blood, the two of you, and Eloise is all staying where you all are?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're all standing there.
What's to do?
What's that?
Oh, I just said I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
You can come.
Okay. Well, what happens is, as you're all standing there, kind of watching while Veil gets further and further away, the Drow standing there on the ledge says, "Enough of this!" And he seems to be casting a spell.
Initiative? Roll for initiative? Because if
well-
he's casting a spell, I'm getting ready to fight.
Well, he's casting a spell. He was... I'm sorry, it wasn't that guy that's casting a spell. It's the other guy.
Oh.
He says, "Enough of this." Someone appears, Veil, you can see this individual, and they cast the spell, and that's what sets off initiative, because this is the guy that was holding the spell. So we're going to resolve this first, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
Veil, look out!
I don't think they're attacking Veil.
1 second. Right about there. Yeah, what happens is the spell that was cast is Web. So I'm going to need Apollyon, Liam, Blood, and Jareth to make dexterity saving throws.
$21.
There's the advantage he
18.
gave me for 27.
18, that
God damn it.
doesn't affect. It doesn't affect. I didn't mean to do advantage, but he rolled an 18.
Dex save,
Sorry.
you said?
I keep putting myself on the GM layer and then forgetting to move it down.
24.
Okay, yeah. Looks like... Yeah, it looks like all four of you succeeded and managed to avoid being webbed up as this individual appears right down there. And let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to be rolling my gift of alacrity. Oof. It's a 26 total.
Initiative.
Okay, decent.
I rolled the exact same as I did last time.
I think I rolled
11.
one better.
Why am I always crooked?
Ooh. I crit, and so did Jareth.
Well, you know you're fucked now. You critted twice on initiative.
Well, we're fucked because Veil's gonna attack us. You just wait and see.
Nobody's been attacked yet. Just saying.
Right. It was just an attempt at restraining us via a web spell.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen that spell, it was cast by you, and it was things we were attacking. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this might be a big battle. We might not get this in this session, guys.
Probably not, to be honest.
Why are we fighting?
Why are we fighting?
Really?
Your friends are attacking us in the trap you led us into.
Okay, let's get some music going. I feel like we need some music. There we go.
Yeah, that music says that we're nice and safe and cozy.
Definitely. Oh, I need to do Alnad still.
Oh, what's sad is I got Roll20 up on my work computer, but I got my headphones to my personal computer with so I don't hear it. So I gotta turn the music up on my fucking
No.
laptop.
Hey, okay. Holy shit. This is an interesting initiative order, but we're starting things off. There's a lot going on here and a lot of things hiding. I'm going to go ahead, since we're actually doing this, I'm going to go ahead and give you one more thing, since you can actually see it.
Okay.
Those aren't like to scale for the spell, but you get my idea.
Yeah.
You get the idea.
Are those people in darkness?
Those are the spheres of darkness that most of you can see now that you're actually out on the map.
Okay.
Yep, okay. So, it looks like Blood from a Stone. You are first in turn order. Let's get the... There we are. I know, huge surprise.
Hey, could be anybody, alright? Jesus.
Right.
With the nat 20, I couldn't beat you,
Wait.
bro.
I guess is Veil in your turn order? Because I don't see him in the one on mine.
Yeah. I got a 26 and Jareth got a 21.
I just did. I
Okay.
mean, it's just not on my turn order. I mean, Roll20 fucks up like that. So if it's not there, if it's on Matt's, that's all that matters.
I do gotta add it, hold on. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah. I
There.
just wanna- okay. No. It's 26. But...
Okay, but Blood, you are still first. You are standing there in an area that just got webbed, but you were able to get out. You were able to dodge it. Yeah, to get out of that.
All right. Well, then he's gonna kind of slide back here to this little alcove here.
Does it still count as difficult terrain? Let me look at
Yes,
that.
it is.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
it's got more than enough footage to go there.
Each creature
It's when
that
you-
starts its turn in the webs or enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. So at the start of your turn, I need another dexterity saving throw.
Well,
from
we
you,
already
Blood.
made the roll for the start of our turn, didn't we? Because
No, it happened first, and then turn order started.
okay.
But a 20 is still enough.
All right. Well, yeah, he's gonna come out there, tuck into that little corner, melt into the wall again. Ooh, 20. That's a low one. And then he is just going to fire at the little Mister, you know, the
I
messenger.
do want to say, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Okay, because this web is 5 feet tall.
So he's gonna end up. Well, I mean,
So if this
That-
is a drop off, you wouldn't be able to see him. I don't know if it's flat or what.
So
I
it
mean-
is. It's
I
a
mean,
steady. It's a slow degrade, but it's not like a huge one. But there's webs all over
that
in
also
that
means
area.
the webs would be going down at a degrade and wouldn't be like a
Yeah.
perfect flat box.
So what I'm saying is you can still see through it, kind of, like, because there's holes. It's a web. You can still kind of
Yeah,
see
but
through it, but
Yeah, it's obscured.
Right, but he has.
somebody's got sharpshooter, and that
Right.
doesn't fucking matter.
yes.
So yeah, he's gonna take aim. You know what? I guess he could see Fruity Boy here, but we're gonna go for the guy that's sitting here, right there in the middle. No, you know what? You know what? We're gonna use her inspiration for one of those. And I don't know why I didn't say to do sharpshooter, so I should take that off. So, hold on. So that actually should be really a 17. I guess if a 17 would hit, but I'm going to re-roll one of those. So I use her advantage. So 22. That'll- The guy in front. This one.
22 will hit.
And then he's going to take his... I'll just take my other 2 shots here real quick. These are back.
Now, only the first one was at advantage.
But he's hidden against the wall, too, though.
And you become unhidden when you make your first shot.
Well, I mean, I'm also going first and round before him. With the assassin. I could just do one.
What's
I mean,
that?
hell,
What-
23
hold-
will still hit
What
it,
is
too.
it? So
Assassinate. When I go first in a round, I usually get advantage.
does that count when there's a sneak attack round before it?
Well, I mean, does
as
that
long as
guy
they
know where I
haven't taken a
am?
turn. If they
Yeah.
haven't taken a turn, then
But
yeah,
let me
it's
see.
gonna be
Let's hold on.
A
Let me
23
read
hits
this.
him anyway.
Let me read this real quick. I want to know for sure. Yeah, I would say that wouldn't apply in this situation because there was a sneak attack round before that. He saw you. He knew that you were there, so you're not getting that feature.
Well,
but
unless
still,
he's got Devil's Sight, he wouldn't have seen me.
well, okay.
you were there. Then you backed up after. Oh, wait a minute.
I was
Hold
hitting
on.
fucking.
He
I was
hasn't
pocket
taken
to pocket.
No,
I was
hold
kinda-
on a
He
second,
hasn't-
guys.
he hasn't taken a turn.
Hello, hello.
I'm quiet.
Thank you. There's something none of us are considering. You're a Gloomstalker Ranger, so when you're in total darkness,
Unless he's
doesn't.
got Devil's Sight, which even then I don't know if Devil's Sight would guarantee, since it just says he
Yeah,
can see in magical darkness.
Let me see the Gloomstalker thing real quick.
Hold on, let me. Where is Umbral Sight? Where is Umbral Sight? There's so many goddamn things on these lists now. So if he has dark vision to see, he can't see me. I'm John Cena.
Okay, so that would have. Let's see.
I mean, with that, do you really even need to hide then? You're always invisible.
I do it. It's just a reflex.
He also doesn't know what kind of sight the enemies have, so it's not like he would be like, I don't have to hide.
Mm.
Okay, so here's the deal. It actually doesn't matter. You rolling for stealth doesn't matter in this situation, because when you are in darkness and the creatures are relying on just straight dark vision, you are invisible, which means that your attacks always have advantage.
All right, sweet.
So the second attack would count as advantage, and that is definitely a 31.
22 and a 31, and then just for the first round he gets 2 shots, then that's 30.
Yeah, all 3 hit.
I gotta fucking do fucking sharpshooter all the time. God damn. Let me click on... I'll just click the last one. So that's the first. Let me turn off sneak. Come on. That's a bad sneak. So that's 20, 30 piercing, 19 ice, 16 sneak. That's just garbage.
Still, that's 65 points of damage.
I know.
Overall.
He's chastising himself for not doing better.
So these 3 arrows go flying out, hitting this guy, and he howls in pain. That hurt quite a bit. He is still alive.
He's gonna move just a little bit, I guess, to the other side of just kind of hug this wall right in front of his brother. But he's gonna kind of do like a little, he'll do like a bird whistle to kind of let Veil know, is like danger close. Is pretty much what he's warning him. He's gonna say is like, an arrow will come your way. He's saying danger close, don't fuck up. If Veil would understand that, but.
Well, it's Veil's turn next. So Veil, you just saw the one Drow mage cast a web trying to ensnare the people who came out first. And you can also see the parts of darkness, and you can see the guy of your kin that just got pegged by 3 arrows. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my free action to talk and say, why would you start this fight when the work is not even near done?
Who are you saying that to?
The one who started by casting the web spell.
They yell out in reply. You were supposed to be bringing these fools to us. What is going on here?
And I just reply, patience is a virtue. And I cast Blink on myself.
You cast Blink on yourself.
And,
okay.
Do you have to roll a 20 for the first time, or do you just blink the first time?
You just roll it at the end of each turn.
I got to roll it at the end of the turn, so I'm going to use my movement speed to come around here. Whoops. 5, 10, 20, 30. And, I'm going to roll to blink, if I can. And I am on a different plane of existence.
Yep, you just Veil. basically, those of you who actually can see that far see Veil run off down the corridor, hugging along the wall, and poof. I don't think anyone would be able to see the fact that he poofed out of existence at that point.
I'm behind the. I mean, I guess I'd be the only one, but I'm behind the corner. So.
Yeah, I put the ring on.
I can see him.
I'm on the ethereal plane.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Not anymore, yeah. Okay, that's what happened. Next up, out from one of those pockets of darkness, you see, well, let's see, what do you see? If the sheet would pop up, I'd be able to tell you.
A new car!
Yeah. Well, you actually can't see what happens under there because it's dark, but, a bunch of bright, glowing lights begin to emanate all around, your group here. So I gotta do another thing real quick.
So many things.
So
need a
many
Julie.
things. I know, right? But anyway, I need Apollyon, Liam, and... yeah, because it's basically about the same size. And Blood, all to make dexterity saving throws.
Alright.
Fairy fire.
But Matt, don't you remember I slipped you that $20 bill and said I don't have to make saving throws anymore?
Oh, that's right, I remember that. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Hold on.
Shit.
Can I just question? Where is this coming from?
Can you see it? That's the question.
No. I mean Jeremy questioning because I'm not sure if you're playing darkness right. Unless
Yeah, it's all the way up here.
I'm not seeing it. I think you have it clicked off.
Maybe in the GM layer.
Yeah, it's... I am on the GM layer. From up here.
Okay, but I guess my question is the person who is in darkness casting the spell? Because if they are, they cannot see out of it, nor can anybody see in it, so I don't think they'd be able to cast.
I would say you'd be able to see the individual when they poke their head out to cast the spell.
Okay, so they don't have the spell cast on themselves. It's on something else, the ground or something. Okay.
That's you would see that the individual would peek its head out from the sphere. With
Yep.
Liam, Apollyon, and Jareth would be able to see it kind of pop out. Well, damn it, I'm on the other fucking thing again. Right there.
Sure.
So you'd
okay.
see their head
just-
peek out there.
Alright, I just wasn't sure if you were, like, say the Drow cast darkness on themselves and not something like the ground, and then, they wouldn't be able to see out as well. But yeah, if they pop out, they could absolutely do that.
They can always cast it on a coin or a rock and put it on the ground
Yep.
and then pick it back up.
Yeah,
Good.
there's a lot of different ways they can do it.
Okay.
But anyway, here's the square.
Your fun is wrong, Matt.
So just to be clear, this would be an effect we can see.
Yes, you can absolutely see the effect, but what I need is dexterity saving throws from the four of you.
Yeah, I got a 12.
21.
As I sit here and explain the mechanics of the game and all that.
Jarrett's rolling as well, right?
Yeah, Jareth's rolling as well. DC is 13.
Jarrett's rolled 13.
Okay, so it looks like only Liam is caught up by this fairy fire.
What color is it?
It's gonna be purple.
Like his hair.
And you see the little purple dot, and I'm even gonna give him a bit of a purple glow, because why the hell not?
So just all handsome, covered in purple then.
Is there any damage to me?
No,
No, it's just fairy fire.
Okay.
It's just
I don't magic much, so I need to ask these questions.
Yeah, any attack against you has advantage.
I knew that. I just thought it did damage first.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, you got the little purple dot on you. You are currently fairy fired. These little twinkling purple dots
You
are
got
glowing
glitter
around
bombed.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Doesn't
And
hurt
then
you
the
until
head-
you try to shower and they don't go away.
And then the head pokes back from into the darkness.
new chapters. Alyssa, new chapters.
That was his
Book
action.
that is you.
What?
It said new chapters to the book that is you. It said it doesn't until the glitter doesn't go away even in the shower. You can
There's
glitter
a
bomb
reason why glitter is like
though. I know.
the herpes of the craft and makeup
Stripper
world.
Yeah, I get you. No, it's...
Alright. I thought I rolled good. I'm not even going close to the beginning. Everybody rolled good this round.
Yep. Next up, we have Alnad.
Oh shit! Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Everyone rolled pretty damn well. Alnad is let's see. Yeah, you know what? Alnad's gonna step forward and do the same thing his brother did, and take 2 shots with the longbow, going through the webs. Now, him, unfortunately, he doesn't have as good of a shot than his brother does because he doesn't have sharpshooter. So, basically, his target is gonna get a +2 to the AC due to the partial cover.
Take my kill. God damn it! He took my kill.
Yep, both hit. 221s, that's kind of funny.
Hey, we don't want to give that guy a turn. I guarantee he had a nasty spell.
Oh, yeah.
He's hitting.
Well,
I think he's
yeah,
attacking.
you guys are hitting the guy who has a bow and arrow instead of the spellcaster.
So, that guy takes 2 shots to the chest, and he cries out in pain as he drops down to the ground and falls into the acid.
Oh.
Damn it! I was gonna have somebody revive him so we can shoot him again. Get that kill. Just giving him away.
I'm sorry, you're in first place and you're still kill grubbing. What a punk.
The moment that happens, the darkness behind him vanishes.
Oh,
And-
so that was that guy's for darkness. Okay.
In its place, you see,
Whoa.
Is that oh,
not
yeah.
only do you see another Drow standing there with his weapon at the ready, you see a giant fucking spider, but there's a torso and arms and a head of a Drow coming out from the torso of this thing.
Strider.
I think Veil just died.
Yes.
And if Veil was on this plane of existence, he probably would have nutted.
I can still see, right?
No, you're in another dimension. You can't see shit.
Not unless you got true
No.
sight, bruh.
Wait a minute, it's the ethereal plane.
Oh, it is the
While
ethereal
on the
plane.
ethereal
That's right.
plane,
No,
I can
my
see
mistake.
here- Yeah, yeah.
No, 100% my mistake. I forgot it's the ethereal
That's
plane.
right.
Oh, we
So
all-
yes,
yeah.
you absolutely could see the material plane and what's going on. So you probably did cream your shorts a little bit. You're welcome.
It's gonna be a mess when he comes back to this plane.
Mm-hmm. Alnad is gonna duck back behind his brother. He's not a rogue though, so he can't hide. But that's where he's gonna be. Oh wait a minute, he can't even see his brother either. You're fucking invisible to literally everybody. We should not be interacting with you at all when you're in the darkness because nobody can see you.
He used to be like, psst, I shoot better than you.
I'm gonna put a fucking bell around your neck.
Maybe
That's
we
his
should,
turn.
dude.
Probably should. Okay, next off, from this darkness over here, you would be able to spot somebody step out in front from it.
Who can it be now?
Another Drow!
What's the red dot on him?
You don't see a red dot. Don't worry about it.
That's a clown nose.
It's the Jester Drow.
God, that kind of sucks that you all can see those things too.
It was
They have
just
to-
one. Yeah.
We're gonna have to
And
figure out a
Liam's
different way to hide that.
Oh well.
Anyway.
you don't know what it means, so it could mean anything.
It doesn't mean a damn thing. Nothing at all.
Exactly.
What he is going to do is, he's going to take a shot at Liam, since Liam is got that cool stuff all over him.
Yup.
Would he still get like a minus since he's still in the web? Like at least a 2, maybe?
Yeah, I rolled a 6. It
I guess it
missed.
doesn't matter, yeah. But
It really doesn't matter. But then you watch as he takes a couple steps back and is now in the darkness once again.
Cap.
What the fuck? I clicked the wrong thing. That's it for that guy's turn. Jareth, you're up next.
Alright, is he technically in the web?
I believe he
pass.
is. Did he pass?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's... Well...
So
it's
he needs to
started-
make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Seven.
7. That is a failure. So Jareth has been flapping there. He was able to dodge the webbing at first, but as he's trying to rise up to get away from it, he gets entangled and gets completely caught up in that.
What's the DC for the web?
Let me double check. You succeeded with a 15.
So he pulls himself out, and he's got...
I haven't
a,
forgotten Anna.
really concerned, confused look on his face, and he flies right over to Eloise.
Okay.
And that is his turn.
From somewhere in the back, I doubt any of you would have a clear line of sight on this. No. Well, maybe Veil would be. No, even Veil wouldn't in the ethereal plane. But you hear a voice yelling out, "Mistress! Mistress!" You then see
Does the fairy fire stay until I get hit, or until someone tries to
Now,
hit me?
forever. It's a concentration, so...
Oh,
you
it
have
is.
To,
Oh, okay.
yeah, break the other
But we
person's
need to know
concentration.
which one did it.
It was this guy right here,
Oh, not a problem. I got it.
but you can't see him.
I can see everybody.
Oh.
I'm Liam.
Daredevil.
well,
Just
Liam.
remember, Liam, you have fireballs.
Another shot at you, Liam.
Yeah,
That's a 23.
that'll hit.
Okay, 8 points of piercing. Are you doing your
I am going
thingy?
to use my reaction to catch that, yes.
Okay, what do you got to roll for that?
Let's see. Reaction for that is my dexterity plus my monk level plus a d10. So my dexterity and monk level is 8 plus 5, which is 13. So I
yeah, you would catch it regardless. Yep, absolutely. So once you grab it, you notice there's a little bit of a black glisten on the tip of the thing.
Oh, you're using the funny darts.
Are you going to throw it back at him, or are you going to just hold on to it?
No. Catch. Mic drop.
Catch, mic drop. Fair enough. Okay. Apollyon, now it's your turn. You are in the webbing area, so I need that dexterity saving throw from you.
Alright.
And we are going to end after this turn order. 16, more than enough. Or why are you rolling it at advantage?
My danger sense.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, with a 16, you're easily able to wiggle yourself and do those high knees and keep out of the webs.
Yeah, I'm gonna launch myself into the air and start flying.
Real quick, Matt, this guy right here, did he cast, the one that cast Fairy Fire, did he also cast Darkness, or did somebody else cast
You don't know that.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that. I know that, but you don't know that.
Because they're both concentration. That's all
I'm well aware of this fact.
There could be
I do know how to run. I do know how to do the spells.
Matt's got it covered.
Maybe they're making out. You don't know.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'll just glide right down here and go straight for the big guy.
How high up did you go?
I don't know, how high is the ceiling?
Yeah, what's the ceiling like?
Well, the ceiling's pretty fucking high. From where you were right there, it's only about 15 feet, but the gradient goes up, and probably, like, if you're right there, it's about 60 feet high.
Oh, to get up to where these guys are?
It's going
No,
up?
no, if you were going up. If you're just, like, flying at,
okay.
like, 5 feet off the ground, then you could make a beeline straight there. I was just asking, are you going higher than, like, just off the ground? That's what I was
just
asking.
enough to get over the webs.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
And then, yeah. So is this bit of land here lower or higher?
Well, it kind of goes at a very slight decline. So we're just treating it as not quite level, but we're not doing the math.
Okay. So my move feet's 40 feet, and 40 feet gets me right to here.
Then yeah, if you're just 5 feet in the air, like you just kind of lifted up and flew straight there, then
glide down there.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna try to attack this guy with my trident.
Go for it.
$25.
25 does hit.
$30.
30 also hits.
Oh, I'm not raging. Sorry, no rage.
Okay, no rage.
So 17 plus
and
16. What was that? 33.
Yep.
33 points of damage. You know what? On that second hit, I'm actually going to use a superiority die and use the... Where is it? Grip attack to attempt to knock this guy prone.
Okay, you stab into him once, stab a second time, and then try to sweep the legs out from under him.
I add a 6 to my damage on that, so it went from 16 to 22.
And so what does he need to make?
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
My
Be
DC
like
is
Johnny
18.
and sweep the leg, baby.
Put him in a body bag.
The Traitors got a bunch of legs. You
Sorry,
gotta sweep like 4.
maybe kick him in the spider balls?
Sorry, I accidentally rolled it to GM, but it's a 23.
Yeah, they gotta have pretty good decks.
Yeah.
Something like that, or
Strength.
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 Yeah. Both.
Made the roll either way, yeah.
So,
Since
yep,
I think they can
took
climb
the
on walls and
damage,
shit.
took the damage, but managed to stay on its feet. Is that it for your turn? Apollyon?
Koines?
Did we lose
Let's
him?
assume it's his turn.
Yeah, let's assume it's his turn because I can't think of what bonus actions he has offhand.
He
That's
could have
okay.
raged at the beginning, I guess.
He did. That's. Oh
No,
yeah,
he didn't.
Oh, I thought that's why he's got
He
rage.
said he
like-
didn't. He said the rage didn't count.
He said,
Oh.
yeah, he said the
Oh,
rage
shit,
didn't
he
count.
just- I think he just dropped. I think he might. Oh, there he is. Big dog.
Bueller? Bueller?
Ow. That's it.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
There.
Now we can.
Okay. Yeah, I think I accidentally pressed a button on my headset.
No worries. But you didn't have a bonus action or anything you could do?
I was asking if I could use a lucky point to have him re-roll.
It'll be your
Pop
last
up lucky for me.
It says I can use it when I'm attacked for either or. Yeah, to choose
That's
your roll or
overload.
opponent's roll.
No, it can also be used to when attacked to roll the. Yeah, so I guess you'd had to have been
Yeah.
attacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not with that. Like, if you just read the text itself, you can.
Yeah, I know. I know what it says, but I was just asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
so you knew what it said, but we were
Silver
hoping I
bars.
would say yes anyway. I
Yeah,
got you.
because it lets me roll my ability check and an opponent's roll. It just doesn't say opponent's ability check.
Yeah. That's silvery barbs.
Oh, is that
Silvery
Silver
Barbs works on everything.
Yeah. You could make like if they pass a save, you could silvery barbs it and try to make them fail it. You want to pull it up real quick? Or
No,
just
it's
for
not. It's
knowledge?
not honestly
Yeah, I
relevant
mean, I
right
don't
now.
have that spell, but okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Well, next up we got another one of these Drow. There seems to be quite a few of them. This one steps out. You can now see it right there. It's taking a shot at you, Apollyon. Or would have if I was using the right thing. This is not an advantage. So a 14 misses.
Yep.
He's
hold on, let me read Reckless. I don't know if they have advantage on ranged attacks.
okay.
I would.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I think
would
it
think
does,
it would be
but
anything.
yeah,
Thought
double
it was
check.
just melee.
Doing so gives you advantage on melee, but attack rolls against me. So yeah, he would
So
have
he
advantage.
does get
Just
to.
any
Okay, so
attack
he
rolls.
does get to roll
Cool.
again. Still a 12. It's not
Okay.
enough.
Cool.
That's that guy. He steps back into the darkness and is gone. And that's that guy's turn. Next one's actually going to, yeah, it'll go ahead and step out. Why not? Another attack at Apollyon, this time from this guy down here. Nat 20! Something
boy.
actually hit Apollyon.
All right, I'll use a lucky point.
Now you can use the look.
No, for real, I'm going to.
Yeah. No, that's fine. 23.
23 is my AC.
But
So-
it's not a nat 20. That's
not a nat 20, so that's not that bad.
good rolling, Matt.
For future, you get to roll an Apollyon for the future reference.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, some people are superstitious.
It's not a melee attack.
So it's not a melee
Oh,
attack.
goddammit. Sorry.
But I do
trying
need a
not to
con
get
saving
poisoned
throw.
He's got to have at least a plus 10 to his con. Yeah, so
18.
Yeah, you're not poisoned, but you do take the 4 points of piercing damage.
I don't know why I was trying so hard there. I thought the poison was worse.
I mean, well, the
I mean,
DC isn't
unconscious
that
is
bad,
pretty
but that's pretty bad when you're flying over acid. That could have been very bad for you. That guy's gonna go.
Or two.
Basically, yeah. But that guy disappears again.
Yeah, well, Matt had to roll a 19 or 20 just to hit you.
This is also true. Hey, Liam, guess what? It's
I get a
finally your turn at turn order 19.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, you loaded this place up. I started my turn, deck save. Nat, mother effing 1.
That's got to be really disappointing. As you're trying to step clear of the webs, you instead slip and just get entangled completely in them.
Oh, awesome. So to break free, it's a strength something, right?
Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah, but you don't. You could stand there and do an attack if you wanted to. You would just not be able to get out of the web for that turn.
But it would use my action to try and like break
get
free.
out. Yeah.
Yes,
Strength.
but if you had like a ranged attack, you could do that.
I understand that. I know what my options are.
Yeah, so you are currently restrained in the webs. But yes, you can make a strength check to break free from the webs. Or you can try to attack if you want to. It's up to you.
Excellent. What I would like to do is first use my bonus action to transform into a lichen tiger, which will give me advantage on all strength checks. So I'm going to take this check to break free at advantage here.
So everyone watches as Liam just skin bursts out and he just forms this, becomes covered in hair with a long goddamn tail and ears. He's Tony the Tiger and he's great!
Yes. Strength check, you said, to get out?
Strength check.
Oh boy.
This is your
Oh, and I
action
did
to
mine
do so.
wrong. For Jareth, I did strength saving throw.
Oh, you did strength saving throw? And that would have been fun, because yeah, it
My
is a
natural
check.
tiger form gives me a natural 20 in breaking free from this stuff. Awesome.
So,
They're
would
both
Jareth
-4 though, so.
would
No,
Jareth
they're
had
both
been
-4.
okay?
So it would be the same either way.
Good. Okay, good to know. Then, yeah, with that tiger strength, you just rip off all of these webs that are binding you up, and you are free. But that was your action to do so.
Yes. However, I get to ignore difficult terrain. So I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I want to go around this corner. Would that be a check, or can I just move around that corner there?
It's going. Let me move you a second. For that right there, honestly, it would be such a small jump that I'm just going to count you. It's going to cost you 5 feet of movement.
Okay. 25, 30, 35, 40. And Matt, I've got 10 feet of blind sight, so tell me what I see once I go into this darkness sphere.
So, like, it looks to me like you're right on the edge of it. So you're like sticking your head into the darkness.
Well, you said they weren't exact size spheres, but if
Yeah.
that character is within 10 feet of me, I can see them regardless.
Let me take a look here. 15-foot radius.
Yeah, you should
But
go.
he has
no,
also
actually-
just been ducking in and out. It all depends on how far he's doing
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I can't really do anything. I've used my action and bonus action, but I can pull out my sword and my flame tongue flail. Flaming
Yeah,
ice
so-
liquor.
So
Wait,
yeah,
was
these
that
are
right?
all of these are actually much smaller than
I
they
think they're only
should have
5
been.
foot
But
cubes.
it
Yeah, I
says
figured
no.
they are
Darkness
much
is
smaller.
15-foot radius
Darkness
sphere.
15-foot radius. Yeah, it's
Yeah, they're
it's
much
big.
bigger. They're much bigger than
Well,
what
I
I have
can-
on the map.
My point is, I can guide myself with my blind sight with 10 feet of vision. So I can only see 10 feet, but I could move forward, I could move back, I could see the character. I just want to get in melee with them.
Yeah, you should get right up next to him.
I would say, yeah, if you stopped right there.
Like, I got plenty of movement. I could move another square if it's necessary to get in melee with this guy.
You would actually have to move closer. Move over 1 to the right.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Melee?
And then you'd be able to see that guy.
Okay.
Actually, you'd be able to see the other
That's
guy
all
too.
I can do. I've got my 2 weapons out. I've got fairy fire glowing on me, and I dipped into the darkness and no one else can see me now.
I guess I should have put much bigger spheres. Oh well. It's not a big deal.
Oh, there's
okay.
there's 2 people there. I'll move up to there. Now I'm in melee range with both. That's all I wanted.
Because
I'm set.
technically, because you've got blind sight, which
Yeah.
darkness doesn't affect. Yeah.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
About flame liquor. Is that magical light?
Yes. That goes dark
Then it-
the moment he
Yeah,
steps into it.
that won't shine through.
I'm pretty sure regular light won't shine through, but magical light will.
The flame liquor
So?
the flame tongue specifically says it will not illuminate magical darkness.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So it's not magic light.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sheds
Okay.
light. I don't think the fire is magical. The light is not.
Yeah. So that's actually beneficial for you because they all have disadvantage against you.
They can see in here. It's whatever.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can't. They don't have devil's sight.
Yeah, well, it'll even out because they'll get normal attacks now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for
Okay.
you.
Well,
Good for me.
I didn't mean that to sound like arrogant. I meant like that's a good thing for you.
Hey, the ethereal plane's good for you. I get it, bro.
Yeah, put that ring on, Bilbo.
another drow comes stepping out from the darkness back here. Some of you might be able to see him, but not often. Not many of you would be able to, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. Let me do some quick math here. Okay. So, yet another radius is going to be popping up here. As you see this individual, you'd be able to Apollyon casting another spell. You unfortunately can't really do anything about that right now.
Snap.
There we go. Right about there. And I'm going to need Apollyon to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, as she casts Insect Plague.
Oh no.
Ew, gross. Are you able to pull
20.
that spell up? 'Cause I don't know what it is.
It's a motherfucker.
It's a plague.
So good news is you saved with your with that 20. So you're only going to take 10 points of what kind of damage is this?
Bug damage.
Piercing damage.
It's a
Okay.
nasty-
Oh yeah, it won't show the spell description.
Oh boy, the
Why don't you
spells
describe
are
this for us?
slinging.
Oh.
Man has to click on it.
Yeah. So basically, a big swarm of biting locusts fill up the entire area around you, and begins just lacing into you, climbing on top of you, biting into your back. You shake yourself as much as you can, trying to keep them off of you, so you don't take nearly as much damage. But yeah, it's not pretty.
They're messing
Real-
up your back tattoo.
Yeah. Will the Drider and this other Drow need to make a saving throw?
No,
they're putting
he specifically
I see.
made.
I have my
Yeah.
character sheet in front of the map. Okay, I see. Intelligent spellcasters. Oh my god.
How dare I? That's the
spells
actual.
are slinging, boys. Spells are slinging.
Yeah, these green circles are going to be the darkness from now on.
Okay.
Heard
That guy's dead. Okay, next up we got that Drow mage that cast the web. We're down to their turn. What do I want to do? I can do so many things here. Yeah, unfortunately, like, there's really only one real target right now. That's Apollyon.
Oh man, you made
Bring
yourself center stage, baby.
Because, like, from where the mage is, she can see Apollyon, she can't see Liam. Everyone else is back there behind those webs. Blood's invisible, you can't see that. And honestly, from the angle, I don't think they can see anybody else. Yeah, no, they wouldn't be able to. So, literally, the only one they can see is Apollyon.
Not just picking on you is what he's saying.
I'm really
Man,
not just picking
I
on
ain't
you,
scared.
but give me a dexterity saving throw as they cast lightning bolt at you.
I ain't scared.
Cool. 22.
22. You're only going to take half damage again. So that's
Wait, is it lightning bolt or Edward's black tentacles?
oh shit! I clicked the wrong one. That's my bad. That's even worse. Why is it fucking doing that? I'm clicking lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?
Remember Keith would do that all the time?
Oh yeah, I do.
Webster.
Fuck me. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird. So I'm just gonna
What's
roll the
damage?
damage.
Just roll- yeah.
It's 8d6.
Say it should be like the same as like Fireball.
Okay, so
I
24.
take 12.
You take 12. Are you resistant to lightning
He
right now?
is. Oh, he's not ready.
Only when I'm raging.
Okay. So that would be 12 points of lightning damage to you. And then they're going to kind of back up a little bit.
Okay.
right about there. Next up, we got the Drow that Liam came running up on. He can't really see you, but it can at least sense that somebody's there. You've got the fairy fire all over you, so that's advantage, but he's in darkness, so that's a disadvantage, so this is just going to be a basic roll.
Okay.
But that was a 7, so it whiffs, missing completely.
Let's go ahead and No, I used my reaction before my turn, right? So I still have a reaction this round?
When did you use your reaction last?
To catch
When
the
someone shot an arrow at me, but that was before my turn.
That was before your turn,
Yeah,
so
you
you
were
still
still
have your
at
reaction. Yep.
All right,
Then you have your
then
reaction.
I will use my reaction to do what's it called here? Redirect attack. I spend a key point. He misses me, so he hits someone else that's within 5 feet of me. So in the darkness, swinging at me, I push his arm and make him slice his buddy.
Nice. For 7 points of damage, apparently.
Fuck Frank! Oh.
Damn it, Kevin!
That's
Yeah,
such a
like-
fun one to do.
I just like to think they just got regular guy names. They don't have to be
Yeah.
spooky like Veil. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
There could be Kevins and Franks in the Drow world, right?
Love it. Okay, next up we have the Drider. I'm trying to get through this quickly so we can end things, because I know we're running late. Let's see. It gets to make 3 attacks at Apollyon.
Woo.
These are at advantage because you had you attacked recklessly.
did.
He's doing 2 longsword swipes and a bite. That's a
No.
21, which misses. Nat 20 for a 26. You still have...
Nope, I got nothing. It hits.
Okay. So only 7 points of damage. It didn't do that much, so that's good at least. Last one is the bite. Yeah?
I'm thinking. Yeah, go ahead and do the bite.
Okay. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Hold on a second. It did not... Oh, yeah, it did. So 3 points of piercing damage and 4 points of poison damage as this thing bites into you.
Just what's poison damage do?
It's just
Nothing.
regular.
It's just poison damage. It
Does
doesn't
it
do...
bite with its drow mouth, or is there like a mouth on the spine?
No, it's with its drow mouth.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
You've got the melted dwarven kind, right? Aren't you resistant to poison, or you just get advantage on checks against poison, right?
Hey, hurry up. Eloise still
Oh.
needs a turn.
I'm just
that's
trying to
what
stay
that
within
does.
points. You get advantage on saving throws, I know that, but...
Dex save from
I have
Traitors.
advantage on saving throws. Oh, against poison and resistance against poison damage. Oh, cool.
See,
There you go. So you get half that.
Some health.
2 points of
Raise
poison
your
damage then. Also, the dexterity save failed. So go ahead and roll your hellish rebuke damage.
Yup.
11 fire damage.
11 points of fire damage as you call out your signature.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have another drow.
Jeez.
Loaded up battle map. Kill count, guys. Kill count.
This one's... I'm not going to move his token. He's stepping forward and attacking and then stepping backwards.
Where is he?
Is he attacking Apollyon or someone else?
He's a guy that's down here. You can't see it. I'll show you in a second. But a 13 misses.
You're gonna lose that title of
He-
elite, buddy. if
He
you
came
can't
from
do better
down
than that.
there. I just don't feel like moving the token.
Sure.
But Eloise, you're up next.
Attacking me? He should have still had advantage.
Oh, that's right.
God damn
26.
it, why do I open my
You
mouth?
just had to speak up.
7 points of piercing damage, and give me another con saving throw.
25.
Easily managed to hold back the poison.
Alright.
Actually, that would have been an advantage anyway, didn't we just determine?
What? The Constitution
Con-
save?
Yeah, didn't you say that the belt of
poison,
Dwarvenkind gives
yeah.
you advantage on saving throws against poison?
Oh, yeah, saving throws against poison. I passed anyway.
Yeah, you passed anyway. It doesn't matter. Eloise, you're up next.
Yeah, I seriously gotta remember that, because poison doesn't come up that often, but all these guys have it, so.
Alright, our magic user that's on this plane of existence, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna Dorothy click my winged boots and fly up over the web. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that I can see, as far as
At this point, it's probably far enough stuck to everything that you could just kind of weave your way around it.
Okay.
You can also see this big cloud of swarming insects flying all around Apollyon.
How big is this? It is 16 foot cone, but the problem is Apollyon would get stuck in it. Would also get hit with it. Fuck.
Apollyon said he doesn't care. Send it all.
Do you have any more movement to angle it differently?
Only if I dash.
Oh, yeah, then you can.
No. I mean, I could do a different spell.
We're running late.
I know.
AoE.
Yeah, okay.
AOE.
I'm sorry, Apollyon. Okay, let me grab the thingy. Blue cone. Okay. So. Oh shit, that's why I can't move it. Okay, hang on. Here we go. So, it's coming from me. Matt, what did you do? Why can't I move it?
There's a lot of patterns.
I moved it for you. Yeah, there's a lot of patterns on there. I moved it for you.
Okay. Anyways, either way, it's got all of those guys. So, I'm casting Cone of Cold at level 7.
Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
Are you sure you can't angle
You
it
might
up a
be able-
little bit more?
You can angle it up and get the guy in this darkness. And probably not get Apollyon. And still get the Traitor. Can you spin it?
I mean, if I maybe am over here, but
No, like, even if you're there, I think you can still angle it like that.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, where's the thing to turn it?
Where she is.
Oh, whoops.
That.
Keep going.
Like,
But
you could
put it
do it
there.
right there and hit him, but you'd still be hitting
You could-
Apollyon.
Yeah.
No, you could do it, even do it one more. Turn it one more. You'll miss Apollyon and still get the Drider. Like, just put it up to your beak.
Would I still be hitting the Drider, Matt?
Well, not from where your token
You'd
is
have
currently
to- you'd have to
placed.
be on,
Well, no,
like
but
in the
like-
middle of the web, yeah.
I'm flying
I
off
would
over top of it, so.
So I would say, yeah, if you're flying, God, this is
Convoluted.
this is so fucking
To
complicated.
the east
There's
also.
There's a lot of fucking things out there.
Yeah, there really is, but
Yeah, that's perfect right there. It doesn't look like it's touching Apollyon. Yeah, just like that. And it hits
yeah, I'm
the
gonna
Drider.
say right here, right where I just moved it, it would hit the orb of darkness right there. It would. I'm gonna say that it would probably. Now, I'm gonna say it'll still be able to hit this guy because, like, it's just curling around and going outward. Like, there is a wall there. Let me pop up the spell for me real quick. I just want to see if it says anything about going around walls.
Okay. I don't know why at the bottom it says spell save DC 17 when my DC is 18, but
It's roll 20, doesn't update shit.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't always, but okay. So it's just a blast of cold air erupts from your hand. Each creature in the 60-foot cone. So I'm going to say yes. It will go around that wall that's right there to hit the mage as well.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your damage, and let me do a lot of rolls.
Okay.
And what is it? What kind of save? What kind of save is it?
Con.
Oh, you were talking about this fucker here. Okay, I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, I was wondering if it's gonna hit the
Drider, but he was worried about this one that's like right here. So yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, there's a
gotcha.
wall there. That's what I was worried
Yeah.
about. Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely hitting the Drider. It's barely hitting the Drider, but it is hitting the Drider.
Okay.
Hey, cat, go fuck yourself. Go away. Go.
The Drow Mage succeeded with a nat 20.
It's still taking half, so it's taking 25 points of cold. Anyone who fails takes 50.
Fail. I need an 18 to pass.
Oh, see, when I actually roll it, it shows the 18, but then when I put just
The spell
the
description.
message,
yeah.
yeah, that's so weird. Okay.
Okay. So the Drow Mage did succeed. Everybody else failed. So let me do this damage real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna delete my cone so that there's one less thing on the map to worry about.
Hell, they might get rid of that insect plague unless he wasn't the one that did that.
Wasn't the one that did
I think
that.
it was just one
But
over
he
here.
he is the one that did the
Did
web,
fair-
so the web disappears.
Did he? Okay.
Web
Maybe the one in the-
disappears and goes away because that guy's dead. Just straight up dead. Oh, wait a minute. No, sorry. How much damage was it again?
If
50
he
total.
succeeded,
Oh, so it's 25.
It's
No,
25, yeah.
that guy succeeded. He is not dead. So I need to make that con saving throw. My mistake.
Anyone killed becomes a frozen statue. That's so cool.
There you go. There you go.
Nope, the web is definitely gone.
Sweet.
That dude's frosted over and not looking great. This drow just straight up dead.
Frozen.
Frozen. Frozen statue. The Drider that's currently engaged with Apollyon looks fucked up. There's ice crystals coating its body, some cracks going over him. He's hurt.
Nice.
Stop hurting my friends!
It's like the angriest Disney princess,
Seriously.
Merida, but she's got white scales.
And no hair.
That's more what it should be. Anyway. Yeah, that's... The rest of them ain't looking great, but that's the only one that actually froze over dead.
Does this one maintain concentration on Liam's fairy fire?
Good question.
I mean, if he failed, it's 25.
Actually, yeah, that's on. Might. That is a failure, but barely.
Sweet.
So Liam is no longer fairy fired.
Just a whisper in the darkness.
Like a fart in the wind.
And the other guy was
Like an
not cut.
the rainbow in the
aberration
dark.
of a cat in the wind, apparently.
Don't want to be king.
Better cat than you.
I'm more cat than you'll ever be.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to do one more, because I forgot to do the concentration check on the guy Liam misdirected the attack on. That one's fine with another nat 20. I'm rolling quite a lot of those like today. That's it for your turn, Eloise. Do you have anything else you want to do, or is that it?
I can't. No, I can't. I used up all my movement.
Movement and action. All you got left is bonus.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything I can bonus with. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next up is the turn of the guy that's dead.
Frozen.
All right.
Frozen solid. After that, there's 2 more Drow to go, but I'm not going to move their tokens. They're just in this area over here. They're going to take 2 shots at Apollyon. Just to make this quick.
Oh.
Another nat 20.
Jeez.
Holy fuck!
Can you use your lucky coin?
He's got no more luck.
Dang it!
So that is 11 points of piercing damage and another con saving throw. But you're at advantage with that con saving throw.
Holy fucking balls!
Whoa!
Wow!
No way! Double ones!
Well, good news is you didn't fail by 5,
She'd be unconscious.
so that's good. But you are now poisoned, which means that you have the poison condition. So I'm going to put that on you. So poisoned means that you're rolling at disadvantage.
That's not a melee.
It's not a melee attack. Yeah. Let me roll that second one real quick. 19 won't hit, though. So, that's it for turn order, but before we end, Anesthetic did redeem an extra turn for Liam, and we always redeem those at the end of initiative. So, Liam,
Yeah.
the gods are looking down on you with favor, and you have an extra turn that you can use right now.
Alright. I am going to use up my last hex of the day. And I've got my longsword and my flail out, and I'll attack the guy just to the south of me here.
Okay.
Alright, flame tongue. Oh, that should not be at advantage. 17. And longsword.
17 does hit.
But you're still in darkness, right? So you can see.
Yeah.
They can't. So you
Exactly.
would have advantage.
Oh, I guess I would.
If they're
that
in
right?
darkness, they can't see in that
Technically,
darkness.
I think that is the
You can.
blinded conditioning. Let
Yeah,
me double
yeah.
check.
Okay, I'll roll another longsword just to see. But
Oh, fucking balls!
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, since they can't
Yeah.
see me, it's the same as being invisible.
They are.
Yeah.
It is. So that you do have advantage on that. So that is a nat 20 for a 32. Roll your damage.
Alright, rolling the damage for the nat 20. Oh, ignore the cold on that one, because the cold is on the flame tongue flail.
Got it.
So 20 plus 11 plus 3, so, 15 or 14 plus 20, 34.
Yeah, that is enough to take this guy out. The darkness disappears from around you.
And as it disappears, I bashed him in the face once with the flail, and the darkness disappears, and you can see the longsword just sticking straight through his chest, and he's lifted a couple inches off the ground with the roaring fucking lichen tiger in his face.
You mean a liger?
Bredford skills and magic.
I am what I am.
Okay. Well, with that, we are at the top of the turn order, and we are way past time.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and end things here with the Faab 5 in the belly of the beast, fighting off what appears to be a horde of Drow. What's going to happen with this is Necthros Veil actually betraying his friends. Are they going to be able to survive? These questions we're going to find out next week. So, thank you to everyone who's been watching. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. If you're watching us on Twitch, please remember to follow us. And if you really want to help support, you can hit that subscribe button and subscribe to us. It definitely helps us do everything that we're doing here. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe there as well and hit the bell. That'll give you the notification every time we upload some new content. If you're listening to us on podcast, you can subscribe or whatever it is you do with whatever podcast app you're using. But just remember that every time you watch, it's just another tick to show that you're supporting us. So we appreciate it however you're watching. Once again, on behalf of everyone here in the Faab 5 and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I want to say once again, thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.